Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Morning Kickoff with Unbiased Opinion. I am your host, Tony, also known as your couch scout extraordinaire and Pastor Trenches, affectionately known as Low Tone Tony. Hey, y'all let me know and make sure y'all can hear me out there. I made some adjustments to my mic. I greatly appreciate it. Before we get started, as always, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, turn those post notification bells, select all so you'll be made aware whenever I do go live. All right. Share with your family and friends. I would greatly appreciate it. As always, we're building real football conversation over here. No fake hot takes, no media spin, just facts, film, and football context. So make sure you check the link in the YouTube description for exclusive content, member discussions, and deeper football breakdown. Those things are happening over on my Patreon page. So check it out. I would appreciate it if you guys would become a member over there. Things are getting ready to ramp up over there. As far as film breakdown, player evaluations, draft prospects, all that good stuff. We're gonna be looking at technique, who we like, who we don't like, all that good stuff. So that'll be ramping up here real soon. Check it out. 3 tiers over there. You have your fan zone, you have the film room breakdown, which is probably the most popular one. It's in the middle. And also you have the debate table VIP. All right. So yeah, you guys check it out. Tell me what you think. You can become a free member. And if you end up liking what you see, then you can become a paid member. I greatly appreciate that as well. And remember, Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk is part of the Carolina Armchair GM Network. So today is Panthers training camp day 1. Today is day 1. Welcome to training camp. Football season is upon us. No more speculations, hyperboles, hypotheticals, and all this great stuff that we have argued about, debated, conversed about throughout the off season. What we all been waiting for is finally here. The season, the training camp is finally here. So all that nonsense, all that extra conversation can be put to bed, yeah, it definitely can be put to bed. So Carolina begins practice today without its 2 established starting tackles. The Panthers opening answer is Rasheed Walker on the left and first round rookie Monroe Freeling on the right. Okay. Today we are determining whether that is simply Carolina's best temporary combination or the first real evidence that Dan Morgan has built dependable depth. Before we finish, I will give you the 6 things this offensive line must prove before we can trust the plan. First, let's update the injuries and availability situations affecting today's practice. And now before we get into that, Candy Girl with the hand waves. What's up, Candy Girl? I appreciate it. Thank you for tapping in. You're always the first one in the room each day. Greatly appreciate that. And she said she can hear me clear. She can hear me fine. That's great. That's great. B. Amos said, Big Tone, what's good? What's good, B. Amos? Thank you for tapping in, my guy. Make sure you hit that like button on your way in. KJ the Great said, good morning, Tony. What's good, my guy? Hey, I can't call it, man. I cannot call it. 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other, dog. Guess I call it even. That's the best I can do. Yeah, top of the morning to you, my guy. Y'all let me know what the temperature is. What the temperature is like where you located this morning. Carlos Hughes said, good morning, Tony. Good morning, Carlos. Appreciate you for tapping in. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe to both channels, Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk and Carolina Armchair GM CJ. I greatly appreciate that. And I am not about to say all that. Random Boy Old 2015 said, what's going on, Random, what did I say? Is that Random Boy? I think that's Random Boy. Oh, okay. Shout out to you, my guy. Thank you for tapping in. Hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk is my channel. Channel Armchair GM CJ is CJ's channel. So do me a favor. Make sure you are subscribed to both. Okay, make sure you are subscribed to both. You have the post notification bell on for both. Hit that select all when you turn that post notification bell on, so you'll be made aware when we both go live. We greatly appreciate that. Tim Bollock says, good morning, LTT. 73 and cool and rainy in Hickory. And that's 2 days of rain, right, Tim? Appreciate you for tapping in, my guy. Hit that like button on your way in. I greatly appreciate it. Hey, if you haven't noticed, I did something a little different today. I'm streaming in a portrait and landscape. So if you are on your phone, if there was any problems that you were having before, I hope I have alleviated that problem. So now if you are watching on your phone or listening to it on your phone, you actually have the right setup for the portrait mode on your phone. So yeah, that's something that I did different today. All right, let me drop the link. So if anybody want to join the panel for today's discussion, you're more than welcome to do so. All right, there goes the link. Jonte Rozier 7709 said, good morning, Tony from Northern Nevada. What's good, Jonte? Appreciate you for tapping in. Hit that like button on your way in. I greatly appreciate it. You know I'm not gonna say that hashtag, but good try. Good try. Hey, I respect that. I respect the man that represent his team no matter what. He gonna show love for his team. That's how it should be. I'm glad you're here today too. I got a little Falcon information for you. So if you see a red swarm, aka Elder Long-Winded, you know I definitely need him on the panel today for this topic. You know, since he is the resident Falcon fan that I know of, I really don't know too many other Falcon podcasters or, you know, content creators or even really fans on here. So yeah, can't wait to see old Red Swarm early today. I know he's somewhere listening. He just ain't tapped in yet. Yeah. So hey, Candy Girl, what I know you had your coffee this morning. What pastry did you have with it? What was your pastry of choice this morning? As you sit at the computer controlling the world behind that screen. Carlos. Yeah, Carlos, that's his name. Elder Long-Winded. Elder Long-Winded. Yeah. Yeah, that is Red Feinbaum's new nickname. Yes, sir. Yeah. I got one for Will too. Dante said, Red will pop in. Yeah, I know he will. Earl Locklear said, what's good, Tony? What's good, Earl? Appreciate you for tapping in this morning and hit that like button for me. I would greatly appreciate it. Yes, sir. Soon as so I'll go through the injury and availability list real quick. Let me pull up my trusty slides here. All right. So yeah, we'll do it like this. We'll get into it like this. Let me pause the music real quick. So this is the daily injury and availability update. As most of you already know about Taylor Moton, he's on the non-football illness list. So is Ickey. Ekwonu, he is on the pup list. Player unable to perform. So those are the two major injuries that we are dealing with right now. Ickey's injury, we knew about that before this off season really got kicked off, so that's nothing new. Taylor Moton came out of left field a day or two ago, so that's something that that was new to us, and we found out the adjustments that Dan Morgan and the team has made since then. All right. And the other camp notes is we know about JC Horn. He's on the active non-football injury list, cut his toe while running and required stitches. Dan Morgan described his expected absence as a matter of days, giving Will Lee, Corey Thornton, and Shaw Smith Way additional early opportunities. Tershawn Wharton, we knew about his injury early in the offseason. He's on the pup list as well. Wharton underwent offseason neck surgery, and Carolina has not announced a return timetable. His absence creates additional opportunities within the defensive line rotation. And the new injury is Bobby Brown III, who is on the non-football injury list right now. So he's dealing with a mild hamstring issue reportedly suffered during an individual workout. The Panthers do not expect a long-term absence. Dan Morgan said he expect him back sooner rather than later. So that's good news. That is definitely good news. So we will see how soon Bobby Brown makes it back. So the conclusion of the injury report, Moton and Ekwonu are the two situations most likely to affect the regular season. Horn and Brown appear to be shorter term concerns, while Wharton's timetable remains uncertain, which we already knew that. If anything changes before we get deeper into this discussion, I will update it accordingly. Well, probably nothing breaking news or anything that would change, but I had to throw that out there. All right. And the girl said, "No muffin this morning, Tony. Just chicken, sausage, and tea." Hey, that's crazy that you said that. Um, we had turkey sausage, and I had of course, I had my tea, and my wife had her coffee, and we had a muffin to go with it. They wanted to make an omelet this morning, but turkey sausage and muffin was right on time. It was hitting too. So, yeah, yes, sir, yes, ma'am. We're definitely on that. Carlos, who said they do be preaching and teaching the good book of football. Appreciate that, Carlos. Earl Locklear said that happy every year. Players hurt before we start playing. Guess he mean that happens. Yeah, that happens every year. Players hurt before we start playing. Well, yeah, that's everybody, Earl. Shit, that ain't just us. That's every team. Everybody going through something. Yeah, and all 53 or all 90 that's reporting for camp. All of them, everybody is not going to be healthy. That's a fact. And the girl said 100. I'm talking about. Said Tony, are you going to discuss the tech to the slot position and how that opens the offense? Not today. That's not on my agenda today. I didn't know um he was gonna be going to the slot. I will have to research and find that information. That's something new to me. Now, will they try him out in the slot? Now, this me speaking without even knowing, the factual stuff. Yeah, I'll be willing to say that they're going to try him out in the slot. But I think his primary position is the X. He is going to be the number one receiver on the outside. So yeah, to create matchup problems. To get matchup problems. Yeah, yeah, it would benefit Carolina to move him inside to the slot sometimes. Yep, absolutely. But yeah, maybe that's another topic we can get into another day, but not today. The shock said he will play more slot. Okay, we'll see. Broski Bear said depth for the trenches is tested every season for every team. Shout out Thunder Dan Morgan for making a great first round pick. Talk to him, Broski. Talk to him. Yes, sir. That first round pick looking more and more important. More and more important. Shock said they are going to use him to slot a little, use him in the slot a little more. Okay. All right. I wonder if Dave Canal is going to talk about that more this evening. Well, morning you guys time, but evening my time. Whenever he do a press conference today, I wonder if he's going to talk about that more. I'll be interested in finding out. All right. So as I said before, training camp begins today, and Carolina's tackle depth is already being tested. With Ickey out and Taylor Moton unavailable, Rasheed Walker will start on the left and rookie Monroe Freeling on the right. The plan makes sense on paper, but can this combination protect Bryce Young without limiting the offense, or is Carolina asking too much of Freeling too soon? All right. See what we got here. So practice at like 8:30. I do not know the exact practice time, Rashad. That I don't know. Carlos Sue said we have smart front office. Just let them cook. Exactly. All those things will get ironed out during training camp. All those things will get ironed out during training camp. Yeah. Hey, so if anybody got their phone near them, open your phone and click on the live on your phone and tell me how you like the setup. This is my first day trying the portrait layout. So trying to make it easier for people that do watch the stream, do watch the live on their phone. Hopefully the setup is to those who use their phone. I hope it's to their liking. Okay. Tell said he was in the slot a lot in college. Not a lot. You told me he did work in the slot, but he wasn't there a lot. Rashak said, I wish they had started Freeland at his natural left tackle position and put Walker at the right, but we will see. Well, I think they did that because Monroe Freeling has played right tackle and left tackle. Now, he ended his career at Georgia on the left side, the final 18 games. I believe he started at left tackle, but prior to that, he was like a swing tackle at Georgia. So he has experience on the left and the right. And Rasheed Walker has never played right. So I think just because Monroe Freeling has played right, he has some muscle memory when it comes to the right side, So we'll see. We'll see. I'm just glad to see him get in the lineup. That's why I'm glad to see. I hate the way that it happened, but I'm glad that he has the opportunity to come in and do something productive right off the bat, and that Dan gave them, they seal of approval, if you will, to go ahead and announce him as the starting right tackle. So, but like everybody else, you got to go through camp. You got to earn it. Just because they gave it to you, don't mean they can't take it away. All right. Earl said, I like it. You talking about the portrait layout on the phone? I appreciate that, Earl. Ronnie. What's good, Ronnie? Thank you for tapping in. He said, give me the hand clap and the okay. All right, Ronnie, I greatly appreciate that. Carlos, you said, I'm using it now. It's cool. All right, Carlos, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Ronnie, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up on your way in. Chalk said, I never can join the lives on that setup, but the other setup I can, but both are good. Okay. Yeah, I don't. This is my first time using it for Shark, so I don't know if you could join the live or not. Whichever setup is better for you, then use that, my guy. I did drop the link. The link is in the chat. If you want to come up and be on the panel. Ronnie said macaroni Tony. I don't start Ronnie. We listen in the circle. Rashad said, "Oh, I thought he was always a left tackle." You talking about Monroe Freeling? Now he started off playing right tackle. He was like a swing tackle his first couple years. There was injury, I believe, to the left tackle, and he stepped in and he started the final 18 games. After Freeling and Walker, who we got? We are screwed if they get hurt in the game. Brady might have to back up a guard. Well, we'll see. Reality. This is the day. This is the time of season when all that gets worked out, right? All that gonna get worked out within the next 2 to 3 weeks of training camp. All that's going to get worked out real soon. Trying to say, "Oh, he gonna show why he took him first round. It better show." I'm with you on that one, Eternal. I'm definitely with you on that because I was pounding the table for us to draft Monroe Freeling. So I hope for my sake, I definitely hope he pans out. The Walker is strictly a left tackle. He's light in the ass and isn't the greatest run blocker. No, he's not the greatest run blocker, but he is a pretty good pass pass protector. So I'm betting that's what we are hanging our hat on is the pass protection. Yeah. All right. All right. So let me put up the banner. So that's gonna be the topic for the day. So the first half is a decision. So I kind of switched it up a little bit, not doing topic 1, topic 2, or topic 3. So now you're gonna get the first half decision. I mean the first half, then you're gonna get the halftime, and then you're gonna get the second half. All right. That's how I'm labeling. That's how I have it labeled now going forward. That sound more footballish to me than just saying topic 1, 2, or 3. Yeah, so we're gonna go first half, halftime, the second half. You guys tell me what y'all think about that in the chat. Tell me what y'all think about that. Rashak said, but I finally caught you early. I'm still shaking the cobwebs. I'm gonna come up shortly. All right, Rashak. All right. So the first half is the decision. All right. Walker left, Walker on the left, Freeling on the right. Is this the correct opening plan? All right. So the facts first. Walker will begin camp at left tackle. Monroe Freeling will begin camp at right tackle. Freeling played primarily on the left side at Georgia. Moton will remain involved in help Freeling with the transition. Carolina has not practiced yet, so there are no legitimate performances or rotation conclusions. Okay. So to put some context behind that. Moving from left tackle to right tackle requires Freeling to reverse his stance, footwork, and pass set technique while developing communication with Robert Hunt. Carolina can help with the chips, quick throws, and play action, but relying on that assistance too often could limit the passing game. The real test is whether Freeling can handle the position without forcing Brad Ickey to shrink the offense. All right. So nobody's on the panel yet, so I'll ask you in the chat. So the first half debate question is starting Monroe Freeling on the right the best use of Carolina's tackle depth, or could changing position slow the development of his first round pick? Yeah. So y'all answer that. Is starting Monroe Freeling on the right the best use of Carolina's tackle depth, or could changing position slow the development of his first round pick? How y'all feel about that? How do y'all feel about Dan Morgan announcing Monroe Freeling as the starter, and what do you guys expect from him from the right tackle position? Do you believe that this will slow the development of the first round pick? I don't. I don't think it will slow his development. The earliest you can get him in there, the better off he will be. Right? You can't learn but so much sitting on the sidelines. you know, backing up somebody. That there's no development in that. So yeah, put him out there. Hey, put him in live action. See what we got. See what we got. I don't think there's no better alternative right now. Brady Christensen is back, but he's coming back from a major injury. We don't know if he's 100% ready right now, even though he is cleared for contact. But I'm pretty sure Carolina's going to be cautious with him, take their time, ease him back into it. I don't think they're going to throw Brady Christensen out there to the wolves. So yeah, I can definitely see um, them taking their time with Brady Christensen and allowing Monroe Freeling to get out there, throw him in the deep end, see how good he can swim. Yeah. Quante Lewis says, top of the morning to you, my guy. Appreciate you for tapping in. Hit that like button for me. I greatly appreciate it. If you guys have not hit the like button, take 5 seconds and just go ahead and hit that like button for me. Especially on Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk. Trying to get my likes up. I would greatly appreciate it. I'm 10 people away from hitting my goal of 100 subscribers. My first 100 subscribers. So if you have not, again, if you got burner accounts out there, more than one YouTube account, which I know y'all have, I have them, so I know I ain't the only one. Hey, go ahead and subscribe to Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk. Help me reach that goal. I would greatly appreciate it. Earl Locklear said that's the best option. Yeah. Yeah, put them out there. See what you got. Got to put them out there and see what you got. That's your investment. That's your first round investment. So you got to see if you believe if he has what you believed in when you decided to draft him, right? This is the best way to see for sure that what you thought you had in him when you drafted him is what he can put on display. All right. Let me bring my boy popping up to the stage. Did it work? Popping, what's good?
What's up, man? I figure I'll join you. See, but we'll see how long I can stay up here so I hit the country. Yeah,
What's going on, man? I appreciate you. I appreciate you for tapping in this morning.
yeah, for sure.
You out there working early this morning, huh?
Every morning, every morning I'm up early. I usually get up like
Already.
4:30, 5 o'clock every morning.
Okay. All right. Damn. Yeah. Yeah, you up, dog.
Yeah,
Yeah, that boy out there going out there to cook the bacon for real. I ain't mad at you, Pop.
absolutely.
Boys, I gotta chase the pig early in the morning.
Oink,
God
oink,
damn.
oink. I like me some bacon now.
Yeah. So the first half um is the decision. I changed it up. Instead of topic one, topic two, topic three. I'm going first half, then I'm going
Hmm.
halftime, and then I'm going second half, right?
Right on.
So the where I go? Oh, so the question was, and I'll read it to you again. Is starting Monroe Freeling on the right side the best use of Carolina's tackle depth, or could changing positions slow the development of his first round pick? What say you, my guy?
Yeah, I mean, we had a lot of discussions when we drafted him. Some people didn't like didn't like. Hold on one second. What are you saying?
Okay. All right, we'll see what Rashak say right
Yeah.
here. Rashak said I commented and YouTube
All
said
right,
it
I'm
was
back.
too long. I guess I gotta come up. All right, Rashak. I see when you pop up. Go ahead, Papa. What you say?
So, we had a lot of discussions early in the season when we drafted him. He was like, "Oh, he ain't gonna
Mm-hmm.
start." And I told a lot of people, "Yeah, I think he is. I mean, why would you go up that high to get him? I mean, we people forgot that we drafted Ickey in the first round. He started. I mean, so I mean, I just figured, hey,
Exactly.
their mind was already made up. He was gonna take somebody's job. Uh, I felt like he was gonna end up being a starter somewhere, sometime in the game and within the season.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it happened the way it happened. I mean, yeah, it worked out, and I did a show last night talking about it. It makes Dan Morgan look like he had a crystal ball. I mean, he looked genius for making the pick,
Mm.
especially if he works out. So yeah, it was absolutely correct decision for them to put him at right tackle. He's already had snaps in it in college.
Yep. That's a fact. Pretty damn good snaps at that.
Right.
Um, 18 consecutive starts at the at left tackle, and I think he's only given up one, maybe two sacks in those 18 games. Like 7 quarterback pressures, no quarterback hits. So when you could do that at Georgia, playing the kind of schedule that they play year in and year out,
Mm-hmm.
um, he has experience playing against some of the best. So I don't have no doubt that he can that he won't be able to translate um
To the
to the
NFL.
NFL.
I don't
Yeah.
understand why people
Rish-
are scared uh, with first round picks. I mean, I don't remember nobody saying no. Taylor Rose should sit. I mean,
mm.
I don't remember. You know, what I'm saying like CMC should sit. Like, nah, bro, they
Right.
they they earned it. Obviously, you know what I'm saying? They made it to the big boy game. They got to get the experience. So I
No,
mean,
you're
this is
right.
what
You're
this is
right.
what they do it for. Who they babysitting them for? These are millionaires, man. They been making money. Let them go out there and show you, you know what I'm saying, why we took a chance on them.
Right. I agree with you on that. Rashad, what's going on, my guy?
Yo, what's up? What it do, Tone? PP? Pop, pop.
What up with you, man?
What up with you, man? What's good?
Yeah, I told you I finally catch it early, man. I'm still kind of shaking out the cobwebs, but yeah, I'm ready. Yeah,
Okay.
I
I
know they start.
appreciate it.
Yeah, yeah, I know they start practice around like 8:30, 8:45 this morning. So yeah, I'm waiting on that to see the developments. But yeah, I'm listening.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Rich. Now I live in Charlotte from here. It's raining right now. Them boys gonna get wet today. It's 100% raining.
Mm.
The dome not finished yet.
No.
Uh, not that I know of.
No,
I thought
no,
they
it's
had like a
not.
little
No.
dome, or they tore it down.
No, they tore that dome down in order to build
Oh,
the indoor practice facility.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
oh,
outside.
Well,
okay, okay, yeah.
they didn't tear it down. They donated to somebody. I forgot who they donated to, but yeah, the dome been gone.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay, okay.
Yeah, their ass will be soaking wet today.
No, please
Okay.
tie up them hamstrings, them ankles, whatever it is, tape them up. Lord, we don't need to hear nothing else.
Well, it's the first day, so it's gonna be pretty light. You know what I'm saying? I definitely don't expect anything strenuous or anything like that. So it'll be a light day. It'll be a light day. So Rashad,
Yeah, first day.
let me ask the question again, and then you can answer it. Is started Monroe Freeling on the right side the best use of Carolina's tackle depth, or could changing positions slow the development of the first round draft pick?
Like I said in the comments, man, me personally, I would rather him. I mean, I like the cross training, but
Yeah.
knowing that, knowing that Moton is probably going to be out like at least the first 4 weeks, I would have took the veteran who's been in the league longer, and he's only on a 1 year deal. I would have started him
Right.
at right tackle, well, at least at camp, and let Freeling ease him easily at the left tackle just to see how he does, to make him more comfortable. I would have left Freeling at the left at least to start, and I would have cross trained him just like that, but I would have started him out at left tackle. But I mean, put him at right tackle. I didn't know he played like swing tackle in college. I thought he was
Strictly left.
specifically left tackle. Yeah, strictly left tackle.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Mm-hmm.
he could be like a Jordan Gross type that start off at right tackle, and then whenever Walker, he's only a 1 year deal, so whenever he leaves, he can go back to his natural position. But I mean, I don't
Hey,
think it will. I don't think it will be that much of a difference from left to right. But I would have started him at left, to be honest with you, and put Walker at
quick
right since
question.
he's
I,
more
I'm
better.
I'm glad I'm glad you said that because I don't know if many Panther fans remember Jordan Gross started out as a right tackle. Do you know? Do you remember who was the left tackle at that time?
Was it Stussy?
Yep,
No, no.
Todd Stussy.
Oh, yeah.
No, you right.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Todd Stussy was the left tackle at that time. Jordan Gross took over for
Uh-huh.
Todd Stussy later on in the season. Yep, sure
I don't
did.
know.
My
I
man,
think
look
he.
look
I
look
think
at
he.
Rashad.
I think. Oh yeah. I know my history now. I know my motherfucking history now. But yeah. I think he took over that next year though. I don't think he took. I don't. I think Stussy. Stussy. He held on to it all the way to the Super Bowl, and then I think he left the next year after free agent, and they put Jordan at left. But I ain't gonna lie. I heard somebody say that yesterday. I didn't think about that. I knew Jordan started off at right, but somebody brought it up yesterday, and I was like, okay, that's why I just said it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have said it if I did. I wouldn't have said
Okay.
that if I didn't hear it yesterday. I forgot who said that
Oh,
yesterday, but yeah.
okay. Okay. All right, that's cool. But yeah. Jordan Gross started out as a right tackle. Todd Stussy was the left tackle. And then when Jordan Gross finally made that switch over to left, I thought it was in the middle of that season, but yeah, it could have been at the end. When he made that switch though, he never gave that position up. That was his until he retired. Yep.
Oh yeah,
So hopefully the same thing can happen here. You know how they mentioned about history repeating itself. So we'll never know. Yep.
yeah.
Hold on, real quick. Dream 58 said Monroe's ability to play both tackle position was one of the main reasons the Panthers drafted him. Yeah, that could be. Like I said, he started off swing tackle at Georgia. He played left and right. Um, I think there was an injury to the left tackle. He got that position and never gave it back. Started 18 straight games. 336 said, "What up, y'all? Whoever is better at pass pro to me should be the starting left tackle. See how it goes." I agree. I definitely agree on that. Appreciate you for tapping in. Make sure you guys hit that like button now that you in. I greatly appreciate it. If you're not subscribed to the channel, Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk, please do so. Also, if you're not subscribed to Carolina Armchair GM CJ's channel, hey, subscribe to both. Subscribe to both. Turn on the post notification bell in both. Select all in both, and that way you be made aware when we both go live. All right, I greatly appreciate it, and I am streaming in portrait. So if you are on your phone today, for the first time watching this the live stream, you can watch the same thing you see on the computer. You can see on your phone. I hope I set up nice for everybody. So if you're on your phone, let me know in the comments what you think of it. All right, I greatly appreciate it. Uncle Gates said track fire. Hey, I appreciate that, Uncle Gates. Thank you for tapping in, my guy. Rashad 336 said Rashad know a few things now.
Oh yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
I can get real deep in that history now. I ain't gotta look up no information. That shit it's off the dome. I promise you that. But I hear you 336.
Okay. Uncle Gates said need to see if Cali Blue can beat that beat up. Okay, let me find out. Let me find out Cali Blue do that type of thing. I might need to get him on to get him to redo my intro. Damn. Like I'm tongue tied like a mug. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I definitely need to check him out with that. I appreciate that. So yeah, let me ask you guys. a question. Oh, let me put the my first poll of the day up. All right. This is for everybody that's in the chat. What is Carolina's biggest offensive line concern? Number one is Freeling changing size. Number two new starting tackles. Three, communication with a new center. Four, no firm return timetable for the vets. All right. I think the vets got cut off right there at the end. But yeah. Press 1, 2, put 1, 2, 3, or 4 in the comments. The poll will tabulate on its own. I'll leave it up there for a few minutes, and then we can get the results at that time. All right. 336 said, what you got, Tony? What you mean about what? 336. Tell me what you're talking about. All right. So I'm gonna ask this first question. Rashad, you can go first. How much protection help can the offense provide without becoming predictable?
I mean, honestly, I think the fact that we got two new tackles, I think put it like this: we got two new tackles, so I don't think we are. I don't think we can be predictable based off the fact that we got two new offensive tackles. We have a new offensive coordinator. You know what I'm saying? It's for me. That's kind of it's kind of hard for me to really answer that question. But I do think that based on the fact that we got an offensive coordinator, two new tackles, I
Yeah.
don't see much being predictable with that with those tackles. Because both of them are new, both of them are learning. So you know, we shall see. We shall see.
Okay. What you think, Poppy?
All right. So the question was, how
Hey
much
Tom, I'll be
protection?
right back. Yeah, I ain't gonna. I'm about to go make some coffee right fast. I'm still here though.
All right. Go ahead, Poppy.
Hey, Tom, is there any way you can turn his mic down a little bit? I thought he'd be
Who
quaking.
Rashad?
Yeah.
Oh my bad. I got you. I got you. Hold on. I got you.
So the question was, how
How
predictable
much
can the O line? Okay, go ahead.
yeah. How much protection help can the offense provide without becoming predictable?
I mean, it really depends on how they scheme. I mean, you got I mean, if there is a real weakness, or if, let's say, Freeland is getting exposed a little bit, you can always throw a tight end over there to help. Which I'm pretty sure that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna try to find ways to make his job a little easier until he actually, unless he just comes in the game, just the guy, the man. Uh, so there's ways around it. You know, you can throw the two tight ends set out there, or you can put one out there to help him on his end. We did a lot of that, I believe, when Ickey started his rookie year. So there's ways of going about it. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
making sure the running back helps as well, picking up blocks. So there are different ways.
So when you do that, you're
Hmm.
talking about like chips from the
Yeah,
tight end, from the running back, stuff like that.
right,
Um, but when you do that, that kind of takes away from what the offense can do as a whole. If you are constantly helping either tackle side, you know what I'm saying? If you gotta replace a wide receiver with a tight end, then that's one wide receiver that you have to take off the field in order for that tight end to help either tackle positions. So that's one less threat in the passing game. Now, if he
right.
just if he just doing a chip release, if he just chipping, the defensive end, then releasing, in the flat or something like that, then yeah, that's different. I guess you don't want either tackle to have to be too dependent
Right.
on that much help. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think that's the
Well,
big thing.
I know Canales and and Gilbert, they really stress on you got to hold it down on your own. They don't want to
Right.
have to depend on somebody coming to help you. But I think Walker will be fine. But like I said, just because Freeland is new, has never seen the speed of the
Mm-hmm.
game, has not been in the speed of the game. Once you go against competitors, they ain't gonna care what you accustomed to. I think they will try to help him with some of that at times. Not all the time. You can't do it all the time because then, like you said, you're
Right.
hurting your offense. But some chip blocks here and there, I can see it happening. Uh, but I think we'll be all right.
But he definitely gonna get a lot of
Oh, he gonna get
a
that
lot
work.
of coming a lot of coming to Jesus moments in the preseason, just from his own teammates.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
pop,
he gonna, like you
yeah,
said, he gonna get that work.
Yeah, he gonna get that
not,
work.
yeah. Not now that you mentioned it, yeah, you right, like yeah, it become unpredictable. I think yeah, put in some little chip blocks, get the tight ends involved, the running backs, to keep it unpredictable. But yeah, and pop usually when I'm on the phone when I'm talking, I usually hold the damn phone into my damn mouth, but knowing y'all can hear me just like this, so that's what I be
Uh,
doing.
oh, you ain't got earbuds?
Oh yeah, I got earbuds, but like whenever I talk, I put the phone to my mouth. That's what I be doing. I don't know
Yeah,
why
nah,
I do it. I just be doing it.
don't do that, boy. You blowing my eardrum.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my
you might,
bad.
you
Yeah,
might
my bad. My bad.
be mean. Don't be rude, but
Yeah,
Yeah, my bad. My bad.
the mics on them phones are extra sensitive, so
extra
you ain't gotta
sensitive.
get out close to it. Yeah, they would definitely pick
Yeah,
you
yeah.
up.
I'm about to go
So,
finish making my coffee. Hold on.
all right, probably this next question is for you. Which relationship matters more initially, Freeland and Hunt, or Walker and Lewis?
Oh, it's gotta be Freeland and Hunt. Is because you're talking about a rookie being beside a veteran. And
Mm-hmm.
being on that side, I mean, he has to know what Robert Hunt is thinking. He has to know what everybody's thinking. You know what I'm saying? But Robert Hunt is pretty much his his uh his guider, he's gonna be able to guide him on what's going on, what he's seeing. Damian Lou and Walker, you're not gonna have a problem over there like that because they're veterans and they're good old linemen. They'll be able to
Right.
figure it out the situation quick. Monroe ain't seen nothing yet. I mean, wait till you put Derrick Brown in front of him or something like you never know they could do something crazy just to see what his reaction gonna be. Wait till he gets in front of a
Right.
Princely who's a speed edge rusher. Are you gonna be able to adjust to that? I mean, like so there's so many things that he's gonna be able to be a sponge with Walker. I mean, with Hunt being there, that's the most important. The lingo, the setup, everything. I mean, the hand motions, everything is the most important.
Yeah, he definitely gonna get that baptized by fire. Ain't no doubt about that.
Who you think gonna give it
He
to
gonna
him
get
first, though?
baptized by fire. I don't know. That's hard to say. First day of practice, you're probably gonna see somebody. I hear myself talking on somebody's phone on the background. I don't know if that's popping or a shot.
No, I can't. I'm driving. I can't have both
Oh,
up. Yeah, I
um,
think that's a shot.
you know what? Probably Nick Scorton. But Nick Scorton comes off on on the right tackle side,
That's what I was thinking.
well, more often than not. But I think they're gonna switch back and forth. Like I said, he gonna get like you said, he gonna get that work. He gonna get baptized by fire. Um,
Mhm.
they hopefully they throw everything at him because that's how you see um what you got. That's how you see what he got. What he can handle. You know what I'm saying? What he needs to work on. You know. So yeah, I hope them guys put him through the ringer, man. He needs to be tested now, then wait to be tested come game one. You know,
Absolutely.
you know.
I
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm back.
I said that, remember Ickey's rookie year. Who do you think is going to go through a harder challenge? Ickey can think, and what I mean by this, I'm talking about the teams that we played compared to the teams that Ickey had to play, the guys he had to sit in front of, compared to who Freeland's got to come and sit in front of this year. Who do you think? Who do you think that's the harder road to success
Mm.
in their first
'Cause
year?
I don't remember all the games that Ickey played. I do remember that first game was against Myles Garrett. So
Mhm.
um um Freeling isn't going to face anybody like that in the first week or the second week. You know, he played with Jalen Walker. I think that's his first name. The kid that plays defensive end for Atlanta. He played with him at Georgia. Um, so of course, I have no idea what their battles were like when they both was at UGA. Red can tell you about that, but yeah, Myles Garrett was Ickey's first test, and we know how that went that game.
Right.
Um, so yeah, I don't know, I don't know. We didn't play no first place schedule that year. Ickey was a rookie, that's for sure. So I think there's gonna be better competition all around, all across the board, each game because we do play a first place schedule. So just that by itself, um, like he's not going to be facing any scrubs. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's not going to be facing any scrubs. But before we even get to that point, I want them guys to put him through the ringer, man. I want them to really test his metal. See
I
how
thought
he
you were about to
built.
say something else.
Now, see that you crazy. That's only you, only you. But yeah, man, I just want them to you know, give him that work, man. Just give him that work. Well, what you think, Rashad? What do you which relationship matters more initially, Freeland and Hunt or Walker and Lewis?
You said Freeling and Walker and Lewis.
Yeah,
Uh,
Rashad Walker and Damon Hunt on the left side, or Robert Hunt and Monroe Freeling on the right side.
uh, I want to say the right side because the young guy I won't, but the left side is very important. Uh,
Yeah, the left side is very important as well.
mm, uh, mm. Yeah, think about that a little bit. Um,
Go ahead, take
I,
time.
I,
Let them use you.
I, I'm
Man,
gonna just say, I'm gonna, I'm gonna just say, Walker and Lewis based off it being the left side, the blind side. I would say the left side. I want to say the right
Okay.
side, but I'm gonna say left just because it's the blind side.
I don't think you can go wrong with either side. Um, but they both important. Like you said, especially the blind side. Um, Rasheed Walker has never protected Bryce Young. He's never worked with Damian Lewis. So that the communication between that tackle and guard is just as important as the tackle and guard on the right side. Now I would lean a little bit more towards the right because Robert Hunt just coming off an injury and Monroe Freeling is a rookie. You know what I'm saying? So I think that communication, getting used to one another, Robert Hunt helping Freeland out as much as he possibly can. I think that's going to be paramount to the success of Monroe Freeling. Um, Taylor Moton being there to help him through this process. that's gonna be beneficial. You know what I mean? So it's not like he's just out there by himself, swimming without without no life jacket or what have you. But he definitely got some help. People that he can lean on. The two on the left, those are two veterans, even though they haven't worked together before, but they are two veterans. So yeah, that's why I lean to the right. So my last question on this is right tackle the best immediate position for Freeling? Rashad, you go first.
You know how I feel about this. Like I said, I'd rather have because you gotta think about it. Even though Monroe Freeling did play swing tackle, he did play some at right. He didn't have many
Mm-hmm.
snaps. He only had like 1 year to start, and that was at left tackle. That's what he was drafted for the first round. So I always feel like it's easier to start those rookies out at their natural positions and let them ease on like in the NFL culture and the NFL players, and it's easy to start them out at their natural position and then switch them back and do it that way. But they want to start Walker at left. I mean, we shall see. But I would have put him at left tackle to start just to kind of see, what I mean, how he acclimates. They kind of ease the acclimation process, and knowing that Walker is like a 3, 4, 5 year veteran, see what
Yeah.
he can do at the right side, knowing that he only has a 1 year deal. Freeling is the future. Walker is a 1 year deal. I would have started out, you know, opposite side. I would have put Walker on the right and Freeling on the left, but we shall see. You know what I'm saying? We shall see. But preferably
Okay.
I want Monroe at the left side. But he could pull a Jordan Gross and look pretty good. We shall see.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very well true and indeed. Popping, what you got? Is right tackle the best immediate position for Freeling?
Uh, Probably not.
Why you say that?
I think I think his success rate was better on the left when I remember looking at the numbers than the right. But unfortunately, we're not in a situation where we can really uh, put Walker in a compromised situation. He's a left tackle only. Luckily, uh, Freeland has experience on right. So,
Mm,
you don't want to put somebody over there who's never done it, trying to get them acclimated. Shout out to Rashad. And then get another guy who has never played in the NFL to start at left tackle, like, protecting that blind side. I think that's a little bit too much going on. So, yeah, that's what I got on that.
okay. All right. I I
Yeah,
think
like
so. Just
uh,
base. Go ahead, Rashad. Go ahead.
yeah, like I was saying, like yeah, I think it would have been a little bit easier on Monroe if they had just said, you know what, we're gonna start short at right tackle. Now I understand Walker; he's been a left tackle all his life and all this, but I feel like him being a veteran, like they cross train everybody else. They can cross train Walker too. I mean, he's on a 1 year deal. You know what I'm saying? But we shall see. We shall see.
I feel you on that. Edge, what's going on, my guy? Thank you for hitting the panel. What's popping? No pun intended. Edge, can you hear me?
Yeah, my bad. I can hear you, man. I just got beat by the mute button. That's all. Nothing new.
What's going on, man?
Not much, man. Just had to catch y'all on this morning. Just to figure out what's going on, what we're talking about. I see we talking about the offensive line. We got problems there already, and it ain't even training camp yet.
Oh, it's training
Doggone.
camp.
Oh, I know,
Oh yeah.
but they ain't put
Yeah.
pads on yet.
So let me go back and ask you the first initial debate question. Is starting Monroe Freeling on the right the best use of Carolina's tackle depth, or could
No,
changing position slow the development of his first round pick?
It could definitely slow his development, especially since he hasn't played much of right tackle at all, if any. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so that can definitely be a kicker right there. And not only that, has he played much at right? Has he played much right tackle in college at Georgia?
He did his first 2 years. He was like a swing tackle. He played some left and right. Albeit most of it was like backup roles. I think maybe he got a start here and there. Injury happened on the left side, and he became a left tackle and started the last 18 games of his career there. So yeah, he got a little bit of experience on the right side as well.
Hmm. Okay, because I think I know around that right. I figure around that time frame he has been going up against actual like NFL player type players in
Mm-hmm.
college and everything. So yeah, he definitely has that. But doing this right off the bat, I wouldn't do that. I prefer to have Brady Christensen right there instead of Monroe Freeling. Because
But
Brady
you talking about
Christensen,
Brady? Go ahead.
because I rather have Brady Christensen there because Brady Christensen actually has played NFL snaps at the right side as much as playing left, center, right, and guard all throughout his NFL career. I rather put Brady Christensen there because when Brady Christensen played right tackle, he played well. Even though he played better at left, when he played some right tackle, he played well. He played well at right.
Yeah, I would say he played a little. He played better at right tackle than he did left tackle. I won't say he played a lot. Um, Brady Christensen was a 3-year starter at BYU at left tackle, and that's
Mhm.
what we were hoping he was going to be when we drafted him. And Matt Rule and this whole short arm thing or whatever,
Yeah. Yeah, that short
that
arm
didn't
shit was
pan
not
out.
cutting it.
Yeah, I just didn't think Brady Christian weighed enough. No, I just didn't think he was strong enough to um to handle that type of rush edge rushers and stuff in the NFL.
Yeah.
And it showed. But he does offer you position flexibility. But at the same time though, Edge, he's coming off an injury. You know what I'm saying? He's just coming off of a ruptured um Achilles tendon injury. So
Mhm.
you would rather put your stock in that than over a healthy rookie first round pick?
I mean, I kind of still would because due to the fact that Brady Christensen has had time there. And he has experience there. I'm like, can Monroe really pick it up and pick it up well? Yeah, he can pick it up and pick it up well. You know, I mean, but our first actual test, his first if he comes in, our first real test of the NFL season at the start of it is going to be that Chicago Bears defense. I mean, their defensive
Okay.
line wasn't what their defensive line was good, but the secondary was better. Because of what their defensive line could do. I mean,
Mm.
last time I checked, Chicago Bears secondary was first in takeaways, I believe. Last season was first in takeaways, I believe. Last season,
Um,
if I'm not
I'm
mistaken,
not
if
sure. Yeah, I don't
I'm not
remember.
I'm not mistaken because they was hyping on that they was hyping on that all last season besides Caleb Williams. They was hyping on that defense, especially the secondary part. You
Mm.
know, but yeah, I mean that's gonna be a real test. Be a real test for them.
Okay. Hey, shout out to Reality Beats 11 for the 4.99 super chat. He said Walker was called for 9 penalties last year, 2 for holding, 5 false starts, and 2 ineligible downfield passes. Think might have a problem on our hands.
Nah.
Hey, I've seen that too, and it um didn't make me feel comfortable inside. Let me say that. But I do believe he's a better pass blocker than Ickey. Now that I do believe. Now, how much better that remains to be seen. Because I haven't watched a whole lot of Rasheed Walker. I saw a little bit. And what I saw, I mean, he looked decent. Um, but yeah. Hey, thank you for that. 4.99 super chat reality. I greatly appreciate it. Hey, listen, we've been here a little over an hour now. If you're enjoying the conversation, enjoying the debate, enjoying the vibes, the energy that we're bringing to you this morning, scan that QR code in the top right on the portrait on your phone. You can't see it, but yeah, you can hit if you're on your phone. There's a pinned comment in the YouTube chat that's at the pin at the top of the chat that take you to the PayPal. Give whatever your heart allows you to give, or tells you to give this morning. I would greatly appreciate it. But if you are on your computer or laptop, QR codes in the top right. Scan that QR code. My daily goal is $25. Again, not trying to pay rent or a car note, just $25. I greatly appreciate it if you show love to the channel. All right. Let me catch up on a couple of these comments, Edge, and I got a couple questions for you.
No, go ahead, bro.
All right, Ronnie said they are sleeping on Monroe's ability to adjust to change and become a franchise-changing old lineman. Monroe was drafted in the top 10 at his position. What are we really talking about? Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you, Ronnie. People need to be more optimistic and have a little bit more belief that Dan Morgan selected this young man for a reason, and we're going to find out real soon. Just just what hopefully that he's able to give us what Dan first saw in him and made him a first round draft pick. So yeah, I think we should be more leaning towards more of the positive side and what he can do, and not talk about what he possibly can't do. Yeah. So I'm with you on that one. Rockstar Report. Shout out to Clay. Said good morning, fellas. Good morning, my guy. Appreciate you for tapping in. Make sure you hit that like button. You too as well, Ronnie. I greatly appreciate you guys tapping in. Hit that like button for me. All right. NH official said don't think the Bear pass rush is that good. Well, I think they upped the pass rush a little bit. I know they got Montrez Sweat, and I think they got somebody in the offseason to play opposite side of him. I don't remember exactly who that is, but yeah, I think they made some slight upgrades to their defensive front four. All right. Zip said, "Good morning, Tony." Hey, good morning, Zip. I appreciate you for tapping in. Hey, how you like that portrait mode on your phone, my guy? Tell me how you like the portrait mode. I greatly appreciate it. And make sure you hit that like button as well. All right. Make sure you hit the like button. But yeah, Edge, is the right tackle the best immediate position for Freeling?
I mean, I'd rather keep him at left, but we need to start him. But if we need to start him at right, we can start him at right. But
Right.
I'd rather have Brady Christensen there. I mean, I get, like I said, the guy's a rookie. I get it. He needs to get his shine and lick somewhere. He needs to pay his dues somewhere. But you know, I'd rather have some experience over there. Now, if he shows out and he plays well during camp, cool. All right. He plays well during camp. All right, cool. Bet. Let's see how he does during the preseason. You know,
Mm,
and and the reason why I bring this up with preseason, I've always been an advocate, for having preseason because everybody knows what the preseason was about back in the day. You had four preseason
yeah.
games. Your first one was your first game was always freaking. Your starters play your whole your starters play your whole freaking half. And then you bring in your rookies, and then the next two games were just you start dialing back your starters more and more, and have the rookies start playing more, and then that fourth game, everybody knows, one drive for the first team, and that's it if you score or not. Hey, after that first drive, hey, you're gonna have the rookies in there. You're gonna have the guys who are trying to make the team on there, and then you got guys who you got to see who has potential. All those guys that's in that category group play the whole rest of the game throughout throughout throughout,
Mm-hmm.
throughout, throughout the rest of the season, and then that's where you can figure out. That's where you can tap in. You kind of figure out who got it, and and the more you start seeing, and the more of the players that you start seeing on those teams during that preseason are the ones that you're like, okay, all right, he's gonna make it. But then you start seeing names that you haven't seen before. You're like, who? Hold up, why is he here? Okay, Okay,
Right.
he's gonna get his shine. He's gonna get some playing time. All right, cool. We got to see what he does. And then you start hearing about guys like, hey, this is his last shot. Either he get it or he don't. You know.
Mm.
And now with them trying to add more games, bucket revenue and everything like that, with the Netflix and all that stuff, now they want to add a game, take away preseason now, and
Yeah.
with this being happening, now look at the position that we're in right now. Our offensive line is already getting hit, and we haven't even touched the Hall of Fame game yet. We haven't touched preseason yet, and now we're at a task, and now we're not at a disadvantage. We're more out of like a sitting like a controversy where we're like, damn, that fourth preseason game could have kicked in and helped out a lot, especially if we need to see what he can do. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Well, we
So,
got 4 preseason games this year, so
well,
he
yeah,
so
we
he he
yeah
did
yeah yeah
he
yeah
definitely
we do.
benefits for having an extra preseason game.
I mean, yeah, we do because of the Hall of Fame game. If we didn't have the Hall of Fame game, we only had three.
Right.
We only have three. So we got lucky that we had four. We got real lucky. We got four. But you know,
Okay.
I mean, we're gonna see what he does. Against against the other teams that we had, against the other teams that we had going off during preseason. And I know what some people say in the chat. Well, preseason it's just preseason. Preseason not that important. No, preseason can actually be important because preseason can tell you who you think is gonna make the team and who doesn't have a chance to make the team. You know, and not only that, preseason also will show you and tell you, if this guy can't work here, we can definitely put him here. But this team is also looking at him as well. Should we keep him or should we cut him? And if he survives the waiver wires, we can always bring him back. You know, so
Mm-hmm.
you also gotta look at it from that point of view. You know,
Got you. Got you. Shout out to SC Panther Boy. Say what's up, Low Tone. What's going on, my guy? Appreciate you tapping in this morning. I greatly appreciate it. Hit that like button for me. Rob Star Report. Clay was good. He said his college career at Georgia, he played 257 snaps at right tackle between 2023 and 2025. Also, let's not forget they had him practice this spring at both positions. Yes, he has played at both positions during the spring. I don't really count that. Don't you know what I'm saying? Ain't no pass, ain't nobody really getting down and dirty in the trenches or whatever. Um I think that's different than having the pads on. And you're right, he did play like 200 and something, 257 snaps at right tackle, but that was mainly his first 2 years. His last year and a half, the last 18 games, he played it primarily left tackle. Yeah, left tackle. All right. Eternal also said contract year, rookie line not in his natural position. Robert Hunt coming back off injury, new center, possible rookie center. Oh yeah, this offense will be tested on so many levels. Yeah, you right. You right. You're absolutely right. No lies detected. Cyber 21 said, good morning. Good morning, my friend. Appreciate you for tapping in. And he already said he hit that like button. I greatly appreciate it. Hey, I see on the portrait for people on the phone, the QR code did pop up. I didn't see it earlier, but now it's up there. So that's cool. I'm glad that it is. So yeah, you guys don't forget that you scan the QR code, man. Show love to the channel. I greatly appreciate that. So the QR code is available on your phone, your desktop, or your laptop. All right, it's in the top right hand corner. Okay. Ronnie Young said, if these offense detractors are so confident in the defense and their top 10 potential, why wouldn't you be confident in Monroe's ability to be ready at right guard day one? You mean right tackle? But I get what you're saying. But hey, I feel you, Ronnie. I feel you. I feel you on that. Tim Bowler says Robert Hunt fully recovered from his injury. I believe he mentioned um in a press conference yesterday. I don't remember him saying that he's 100% back, or 100% healthy. I think I I think he is, or very very close to it. If he wasn't, I don't think they would risk injury putting him out there if they didn't think he was ready. But yeah, I believe he's closer than what we may think. All right. Eternal
Hey,
also
Tony.
said preseason.
Oh my.
Yeah, what's up?
You know, one thing I have noticed though. You probably have noticed this too. Haven't you noticed that this coaching staff that we have is way more cautious now about when a player comes in and he has some type of medical or he's kind of dinged up a little bit. They are way more cautious with him now than they were the previous regime, like the Matt Rule regime. Haven't you kind of noticed that?
Yes.
A
Yes,
lot
I
more like
have noticed that
like
you
they're
don't feel
hands
like they're
on
trying to rush
more.
a player back. Yeah.
Mhm. Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, I have.
I just want to see if you noticed it.
Yeah. Yeah, I've noticed that, and I appreciate that because it doesn't benefit you at all to rush a player back and for him to risk further injury just because you quote unquote felt like you need him. So now you have put yourself further behind the eight ball if he re-injures himself. I hate to be the dead horse with a stick, but Jonathan Brooks, I try to tell people he didn't need to play his rookie year. Make sure he is fully 100% physically healthy before he touched the field. They rushed him back, and the rest is history. Shout out to Tip Drill Will Robinson. What's happening, my brother?
Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning, panel. Good morning, chat.
What's going on, man?
Not much,
Still in
man. Not
DC?
much. Yeah, I'm still in DC. I had to get. I had some work I had to get done this morning, man. Um, good morning. Yeah, I had some stuff I had to get done this morning, but I'm glad I got a chance to tap in with you.
Yeah. I appreciate you tapping in, man. You always show love. I was wondering where you and Long Window was at this morning. I ain't seen
Hey,
him in the
hey,
chat and nothing.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But
But
hold
how
on
do you? Uh,
before
I'm
you go
sorry.
real
Go ahead.
quick. Let me answer a eternal question. He said, "How do you scan the QR codes from the phone? Do I screenshot?" I have absolutely no idea how you do it. This is my first time doing the portrait thing. So yeah, I don't know how you scan that QR code.
If you
Eternal.
have, I got you. Hey, if you have like a secondary device, like a tablet that can actually scan QR codes, use that tablet,
Uh
and
huh.
it'll help, and it'll help you scan it. It'll help you scan it that way.
Oh,
If
okay.
you have, if you
Well,
have a
yeah.
secondary, if you have like a secondary device.
Well, listen to Edge because I ain't know that. I ain't know that. So yeah, there you go. Eternal. I appreciate it though. And he also said, Ronnie, a top 5-10 defense don't mean nothing if the offense can't do nothing. Don't you love bringing up CJ Stroud's situation? Okay, that's between him and Ronnie. I'm gonna leave that alone. But go ahead, Will. What you was gonna say, my brother?
Yeah. How do we know that Monroe Freeling wasn't always brought in to be a right tackle?
Well, I don't think he was initially brought in to be a right tackle. If I'm remembering correctly, when they selected him, um, then that press conference after the first day of the draft, if I remember correctly, he mentioned that because we had injuries at the left tackle, because remember at that time the only left tackle on the roster was Stone Forsythe.
Mhm.
Taylor Moton was still on the right. Ickey hurt. So I think Dan probably felt just how we felt about Stone Forsythe. So yeah, I don't think
No,
he was brought in
we had
initially
Rasheed.
to play
We
left
had
tackle.
Rasheed before we drafted Freeling. We had Rasheed was on the roster.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
I thought
Yeah,
Forsythe was brought in to be a center.
No, Forsythe was brought in to be a tackle.
Stone Fold was brought in to be a tackle.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't think he's ever played center.
Yeah.
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 The guy from I'm talking about the guy from Jacksonville. They brought it from Jacksonville.
Oh, Luke
Or am I
Fortner.
getting?
That's who you're talking about.
Oh,
Okay.
Luke Fortner. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I got my lineman confused. All right, good to go.
Yep. Because you got to think. I mean, him coming in and competing for left tackle for the left tackle position seems logical, right? But also from an economics perspective, somebody was going to have to be the right tackle after this season.
Yeah. I mean,
and
you put it like that.
And number one and number two, I think that our guy Brant Tillis and Dan Morgan said you have to get younger and less expensive at position groups, and our most expensive position group is O-line.
Yeah.
So somebody was, either they was going to have to pay Ickey and move Ickey to right, or bring somebody in to play right tackle. And that's not easy. You can't find, right tackle's not walking around the neighborhood. You can just go and, grab a guy from the loading dock and give him a helmet. You know what I mean?
Nor our left tackles
loading
either.
dock.
Nor our left tackles, right? Right. So, I get it that left tackle was the hole, but we had Rasheed and we still got Ickey that we can franchise tag him for 1 year to see how he do before you give him a long-term extension, right?
Oh, we're definitely franchise tagging him. That's without a question.
Right.
Without a question. That'd be dumb. That'd be dumb to pay him.
Right. So I'm just, I don't know. I'm just trying to add a little wrinkle into the conversation that maybe this was potentially a option all along.
Okay. Hey, shout out to Ronnie B for the 30 gems. I don't know what that is. That's on CJ's channel. Yeah, I don't know what that super chat is. Not super chat, but membership gift.
Those gyms, those are new things that YouTube is now doing because everybody, because now what they're doing, they're putting out gyms out there because they brought it over from Twitch and Kick, and basically like instead of gifting like money wise, you can do gyms instead because every time somebody logs in, because every time I go in, there's always a message at the bottom part of my screen every time I do a YouTube, every time I go on someone's page. It says redeem your free gyms here, and and you can use those to put out for memberships as well.
Right, and it's boosted algorithms. It boosts the algorithm. So instead of just hitting the like button, you give 30 gems. You boosting that person's algorithm. So so it's saying, hey, not only did I like this guy, not only did I like the stream, but I use some of my gems to let everybody know I really like this stream.
Yeah.
Right.
Got you. Check this guy out right here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got you. Okay,
But
hey, I
I
appreciate that,
believe you have
Ronnie.
to be. I believe you have to be a member. I believe you have to be a member in order to use them.
Well,
Because you
yeah,
can get them
cause I
you can get them without being a member. But I think in order to use
yeah.
them, you have to be. I think you have to be a member.
Okay, because I can't have I can't do the super chats and stuff on my channel yet, but I know CJ can on his
Hmm.
channel, so he's he's coming through CJ's feed
Mhm.
right
Okay.
now. But either way, Ronnie B, I definitely greatly appreciate that, my guy. Thank you for looking out. Thank you for the 30 gems, and it says clutch. All right. Tell him say he was battling Walker. Will stop it.
I just said that I was trying to just provide a different context. See what I mean?
Yeah.
That's all. I was just that's it. You, s-
He turned
you
2-5. He said whole time all we saw was Walker versus Monroe via reports. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know why he's starting with you today, Will. Let
well,
me
you
read
know
these
what?
last two and let
Two
me read
five
these
two
last two real quick.
always. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, you know he gonna find Ronnie said Eternal, who do you think the offense is competing with in practice, sir? I do believe that iron sharpens iron. If this defense is top 10 like y'all love to throw around, Monroe should benefit greatly. Okay. That's a conversation for the chat right there. All right, let's see what we have here. I think Stone Forsythe was signed. This is Panther Pickle. What's up, my guy? He said, I think Stone Forsythe was signed to be a backup like a swing because Josh Nyman was going to start at left tackle till Ickey was back. And when Nyman retired, Walker was signed. Yeah, yeah, that definitely has some truth to it. He also said, I think they was looking at tackle because of Moton and Ickey future here was in doubt. That very well can be true. Catch this last one with a shock. Say, man, I don't know how Stone Forsythe will do, but he was terrible last year. I don't want to see him on the field. I ditto that comment. I don't want to see. I don't even know. Like I said, I don't even know why he's even on the team right now. But CJ said, hey, let him be a camp body, play it out through camp, whatever, whatever. I just hope he ain't there come week one. That's all I have. But go ahead, Will.
No, I was just gonna say, 252 always gonna give me that smoke, man. I just was just
Yeah.
providing, a what if scenario. Like this was option B, because you can say that. Oh, so you think that it was Monroe Freeling was left tackle or bust?
You asking me?
No, I'm just saying, just in general, it wasn't going to be left
No, I
tackle
don't.
or bust, right?
Well,
Yeah.
no, I don't. I don't think it was a bus situation, but I do think for him looking at the left tackle position, you're right about Rasheed Walker. He was here, but let's remember Rasheed Walker only got guaranteed $4 million. I mean, we basically
Hmm.
just robbed the bank and just walked out with
God
Rasheed
damn.
Walker.
Yeah, I
Um,
agree.
so
I
when
agree.
so when I look at it from that standpoint, I don't look at the left tackle was guaranteed for Rasheed Walker. You know what I'm saying? I looked at it as, Monroe Freeling was gonna come in and him and Rasheed Walker was gonna battle for that left position. And whoever didn't win it was gonna end up being a swing tackle. Now, unfortunately, because we got the news on what happened to Timo just a couple days ago, or yesterday it was, um, that literally opens up a spot. So that left tackle position, that battle is null and void now. It's not even a thing anymore. You know what I'm
Correct.
saying? Dan Morgan made that clear yesterday. Rasheed Walker left, Monroe Freeling right. So I'm just glad that we will see him on the field because I believe he's that talented. I believe he can definitely help us. Is he going to help have his lumps as a rookie? Absolutely. But I hope them boys baptize him in training camp. I hope they give him everything that they got and he can see it before week one.
Hmm. Hey fellas, so I got something interesting that I found. Hey, this is from Over the Cap. Just let y'all know it's from Over the Cap. So they were talking about
Mm-hmm.
offensive lineman investments of 2026. This was written by Jason Fitzgerald from Over the Cap. Where we look at our contracts. This little
Yeah.
quote right here, it's not really a quote. It's more of like a passage of what he said. This is a passage of what he says. Again, this is from Over the Cap, written by Jason Fitzgerald. Right? Got to give people credit so you don't get hit for plagiarism and everything like that. So basically, what he said in this part right here, he said, not surprisingly, the Eagles ranked tops in the NFL in this metric with over $110 million per season invested in their offensive line. The only other team over 100 million was the Panthers. The Panthers group has more upside of the two. Their non-draft picks are a full year younger on average than the Eagles group. The Eagles near 30 years old average should be alarming, and they have $38 million potentially invested in young talent compared to $22 million for the Eagles. And as they said that, I scrolled down and I looked at the rankings. Yeah. The Eagles are number one. We are two. The average, the adjusted average salary for the Eagles is 110 million, while ours is 102 million dollars. With the average, with the veteran age of for the Eagles is 28, is a 29.8, which ours is 28.8. But the adjusted rookie salary. Listen to this. The adjusted rookie salary for the Eagles is $25.17 million. Guess what the Panthers is? Take a wild guess.
Cause nobody's making big money on that line but Timo. So it probably averaged around, I'm just taking a wild guess, 13, 14 million.
Will, what you think the number is?
I think we got more rookies than they do, though, Tony. So what? 28 to 30 million invested in rookie salaries.
Oh, you're very, very close. So our adjusted rookie salary for us is $38,310,548.
Right.
That's
We got a lot of money wrapped up in the rookies. Right.
37.4%.
I thought you was talking about just the offensive line.
Of our rookie. Yeah. This is exactly what it is.
That's
The
offensive line. Yeah.
This is offensive line.
Okay. You talking about undrafted free agents? Oh, everybody
drafted, undrafted,
and all
everybody
that.
who's a rookie.
Okay.
For us, that's
Okay. I got you.
37.4 salary as our rookie salary for the offensive line, while the Eagles is 22.7. Now the Eagles have 3 veterans, and we have 6 veterans, but the Eagles have seven rookies, while we have 4 rookies. Just think of this something to throw out there. And right behind us is the Broncos, who we do play. So we play the Eagles, and we also play the Broncos. Remember that come time when we actually play them and their defense. Now, mind you, the Eagles defense is pretty damn good, but the Broncos defense was ranked 2. Just something just something to throw out there. Just something to think about when it comes time for our defense. When it comes time for our offensive line to face their defense, and their defense to face our offensive line.
So what is the end goal for thinking about that? Because I'm having a hard time understanding.
So basically, the end goal with that. So basically, what Will brought up, jokingly or unjokingly, was that did we bring Freely in to play right tackle? Well, right now we have investments that are, questionable. Ickey, 5th-year option. Taylor Moton on his last year. Josh Nyman, surprisingly retired, and we just brought Brady Christensen back. And
right.
and what's been the biggest thing for the last year and a half? What is our biggest investment? Offensive line, right?
Okay.
because the sacks went from 68 down to 32 down to 24. The sacks went down.
I don't. I'm having a hard time. Because when you're talking about now, you can't just be talking about the rookies that we drafted and undrafted free agents that we signed this year. Are you talking about people that are playing on rookie contracts right now on the offensive line?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. First
Okay.
term contracts.
Yes.
Okay.
That's
So
what it is.
So you got Ickey on first term contract, Monroe Freeling, of course, Sam Heck. Okay. The two undrafted free agents, Albert Reese and Isaiah Glass, which we probably know they probably making what, $1 million, if that, the first year. So the biggest number, I get where you're going now. The biggest number is because we picked up Ickey 5th year. This is his 5th year, and it's like a 27. Oh, hold on, is it 27 million?
I think
this
it's
year?
somewhere up in there. Yeah, I think it's somewhere up in there.
I literally just had it.
Yeah.
Man. Hold on.
Yeah.
It's right here.
So his 5th year option takes up about 70% of that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I understand. I understand where you're coming with the number. Go ahead, Will. You was about to say something?
Yeah, I think that what that guy is trying to illustrate. Not only are we number 2 on contracts at 102 million or whatever that number is.
Yeah, it's 102.
Yeah.
But a third of that number is invested in rookie contracts. So we're going to be younger, and they're investing not only draft capital, veteran contracts and draft capital to sustain it over time.
Right. Real quick, Will. Hey, Red Swarm, I need you on the panel, man. The next topic is near and dear to your heart, my brother. So I'm glad you finally tapped in. I need you on the panel for this next discussion. This is just for you, my friend. Go ahead, Will.
Yeah, so I think that's what I got from, because I ran and kind of perused the article there. But I think that's what he was trying to say, because they're looking at analyzing numbers and projected numbers over time.
Yeah.
So I guess what he was trying to say is, like I just said, we have a healthy mix of veteran large contracts and rookie wages to be able to support that over time. So I wonder how that's going to shake out, because Damian Lewis is I call him Mr. Nasty Man. I mean he don't play around in the trenches, dog.
Nah, he don't.
So Damian, because Damian Lewis gonna get an extension. If Robert Hunt plays at the level that he always plays at, they gonna want to keep both of them guys, right? So that means that means they're gonna try to, and that goes back to what does that mean for the investments in the O-line? Are they gonna they're gonna have to find a way to, because we're gonna have to find a way to keep both tackles, and so that means so you understand now why they couldn't pay the center this year.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it does make a lot of sense though.
Right.
But also since we invested in this O-line, no, because that's gonna go down. That's gonna go down to a spot we don't need to be talking about. We're talking about strictly O-line. I'm not going down that rabbit hole on my show. When I talk about these contracts and everything, I'll go down that rabbit hole then. Right now, not going down that rabbit hole. Not setting myself up for that.
Well, I appreciate it. Real quick, shout out to Red Swarm. He said, "Good morning, vets. Top of the morning to you, my guy. Thank you for tapping in. Hit that like button and also hit the panel. I'm gonna drop the link for you, Red. Real quick, let me drop that link. All right. Shout out to Marco Cash, he said, "What's up, Panther Nation? What's up, Marco?
What's
Appreciate you
going
for
on?
tapping in, my guy. Make sure you hit that like button as well. Pickle, Panther Pickle, appreciate you, my guy. Thank you for tapping in. Hit that like button as well. QJ Smith, thank you for tapping in as well, sir. Hit that like button. Thank you for tapping in. If there was anybody else that I missed, I don't believe so. All right. SC says, get them likes up. Only 35 watching, and only 19 likes. Put them hammers to the like buttons, and on both platforms. Thank you. Come again. All right. And yeah, I don't know what happened. That an error occurred on YouTube on CJ's channel. This is okay. All right. But yeah, will you finish answering the question, Will?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, what about you, Edge?
Oh yeah, no. Oh yeah, I'm good. I just want to bring that to your attention because like I said, when we talk about offensive line, and that's happened because I was looking at a contract that happened to pop up. I'm like, what is this? Is this interesting? You know, talk about offensive lineman, and then that comes up. Okay. So, you know, I had a peruse in and try to get that. But what I think that does tell me though, what does tell me is that our previous regime, they were looking at O line, but they were looking, but I feel like they were not fully invested into it until we saw what we saw within the first year and a half, you know, with the new regime. You know.
But what you mean by that?
Like, okay, so we brought Ickey in, you know, and then we got our guy. Then we brought in Ickey. And then we brought in Ickey's running mate, Chandler Zavala, you know, and we were kind of, you know, fluctuating with offensive line because we brought in guys at the offensive line that were like, okay, well, we don't know about him. And then Brady Christensen was in and out the lineup because we didn't know what the heck he was going to be. And then we definitely needed a left tackle. The only consistent part that we had was Taylor Moton playing right. Only consistent. And then our guard play was getting all shuffled around and everything. And that's what made freaking Bradley Bozeman's job a lot harder. Not saying it was Bradley Bozeman's fault, right, because it wasn't. It was mainly, you know, the guards position kept being a revolving door. So Bradley Bozeman had to, you know, compensate for both, not only one side but both sides, while having a rookie behind him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when we got Tillis in here and we got Dan Morgan in here and he actually said, hey, we're gonna fix the trenches. We actually went out and we fixed the trenches. Yes, did we invest a lot of money into it? Yeah, we had to invest a lot of money into it because of the player, because of the guy that we had behind us that's running the show, you know, and then the players that we have around him. I mean, so we had to invest in that offensive line and everything. We literally had no choice. I mean, everybody says you win if you want to win a game, you win in the trenches. You win in the trenches, you can control the game. It's all about willpower.
That's a fact.
Are you willing to take a man's? Are you willing to put a man down against his will when you're on that field? That's what you do in the trenches. That's what the offensive line does to the defensive line. That's what the defensive line does to the offensive line. And how you gonna beat both? You better put the best investment out there. Is it gonna be expensive? Yeah, it's gonna be expensive. But you know what? If it can help you for the next 3 or 4 years, or even 5, if you can stretch it that long, then you do what you got to do. I mean, that's basically how I look at it.
I got you. Hey, let's welcome to the stage my man, Elder Long Winded, aka known as Red Fine Bomb. What's going on, my brother?
Boy, you so wrong, man. You so wrong. That's how you treat your friends. That's how you treat. This how you treat your friends. All right, then. Well, hey, at least you honest.
hold on, and so that you don't feel left out, we got Elder New Lungs over here on the other side of me. So yeah, y'all both got new nicknames.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, that's okay.
Thank you.
Hey,
Thank you.
hey, I want y'all all to know. I want y'all all to know. I text Tony 7 o'clock in the morning his time and told him to get up, tap in, hit the like and subscribe.
Damn, sure did.
Share the link.
I showed my wife this. I said, look at this shit right here. I said, look at this.
Get your ass up.
Yeah.
Get your ass up. And I want you to know I set my alarm for that.
That's crazy. That's crazy work. That is crazy work. Wow. Eternal said, facts popping. He need a front porch and a rocking chair with a paper fan on a stick.
Damn. Jesus.
Edge.
Damn.
Good Lord.
Boy, y'all crucial.
So I had one more question, and then we're gonna move into one of Red's favorite topics that I know that he would appreciate. Real quick, Will, which relationship matters more initially, Freeling and Hunt or Walker and Lewis?
Freeling and Hunt.
Yeah.
Freeling and Hunt.
Freeling and Hunt.
100% agree.
Yeah. Because he's the rookie, right? And Hunt's the steely-eyed vet. And then, Danny Moe said, Timo gonna be out there giving them pointers and helping them along, getting them organized. So he's gonna have more help. He's gonna have all the help he needs in order to get organized, right?
Right.
So I mean, I'm happy all the support he's getting. And I love our O-line, coaching staff. They seem to be really good. So excited about it.
Okay.
Are y'all really getting? The benefit of the money that y'all have spent in y'all's O-line though?
I think so. Let me just answer that real quick. So, like, Bryce year, first year, sacked 62, 63 times. Second year was 32 times. Last year was 27. So when you just look at it just from the sheer volume of amount of sacks that he is taking now, he was sacked less from a total of 2 years than he was his rookie year. So yeah, I would say that is a big investment. The interior of your offensive line is your strongest, should be your strongest. If you want a quarterback to step up in the pocket, if you want to provide escape lanes for a quarterback, better protection from a quarterback, if you also want those guys to assist in a better running game, you have to take care of those trenches. And I think from what we have his rookie year and his rookie year to now, yeah, that was a big investment that needed to be spent, and I think they spent wisely there. Go ahead, Will.
I was going to say I agree. I'm sorry. I was going to say I do agree that we have seen our return on our investment. But I mean, we have had some injuries on the O-line, but our depth has been able to suture that gap. And our coaching staff has been able to paper over any problems that we've had. So, yes, we have seen the return on our investment, and I am glad that we're investing heavily there. And I'm glad that we're our trenches investments have been solid on both sides of the ball. Yeah. I know we're on the O-line, but both sides of the ball.
Okay. Ed, what you got? What you think about what Red just the question that he just asked?
No, yeah, I mean, it's like what I said before. You wanna win, improve them trenches, protect your quarterback, and also, as long as you're protecting your quarterback, you build the trenches for the defensive line to get the other quarterback. That's how you win.
Okay.
Build the trenches first. Everything else around it will be just fine.
So, and the reason I asked that, Tony, the reason that I asked that is, I will agree. I mean, I don't have no choice, because why would I disagree with facts? You know, the number of sacks went down. So
because you read Swarm, and you're a Falcons fan, you a hater. That's why.
Well, all of
both
those
your
are
quarterbacks are
true.
done and out. That's why.
True.
Hold on, Edge.
True.
Go ahead, Red.
Yeah, up to the point of being a hater. But I also like to at least just provide food for thought, so that you don't just fill your stomach up on sweets and candy and ruin your teeth and have diabetes. So I agree that the protection was better. You kept your quarterback upright more often. I don't agree that your run game improved. And actually, for the money spent, I couldn't call it well spent or prudent or wise. Thank you, Edge, for pointing out what we have gone over earlier, is that I think it was last year, maybe the year before, that the Carolina Panthers had the most expensive offensive line in the NFL. Now, I'm not saying that money spent equates to quality. So I'm not saying that, you know, just because you spend $500,000 on a Bugatti, that you have the best running vehicle on the road. But I better be able to get something that I can show for that $500,000 that's exceptional. Now, as evidence, we talk about the run game. In 2023, your offense ranked 20th in rush yards per game. After you spent that money in 2024, you ranked 18th. In 2025, last year, you ranked 19th. So you moved up 2 spots and then back 1. And you might attribute that to injury, but you still had to pay the cost.
Red.
Can I finish with the numbers first?
Yes, please.
I want to give you the pass numbers first. I just gave you the rush numbers. Here's the pass numbers.
Okay.
In 2023, you ranked dead last in passing in the NFL. We know what a horrendous year that was for your quarterback. In 2024, you ranked 30th after all of that money so well spent. I'm just talking about the production that was yielded from it. So you went up 2 spots, and then this last year, you ranked 19th. Now, that was a big jump. Now, I give you that. That was a big jump. But big enough for all the money that you spent? I'm done, Will.
Okay, good. We've had 1,000-yard rushes every year, 2024, 2025. We had 1,000-yard rushes. I think in 2023, we had a 900-yard rusher, I think. I guess what I'm trying to say is the running game has been over those last couple of years, 2024 and 2025, the running game has been effective. If you just want to just go by rankings, sure. But when rankings comes different things. How much did you run? Were you in scenarios where you were down in the game and you had to pass the ball more? Where they was teeing off on the quarterback and the balls wasn't connecting because they knew you were in obviously third quarter, you're in an obvious passing situation. There's so many things that contribute to a ranking number more than there are all kinds of other factors other than just saying you invested $102 million in the offensive line and you ranked 19th in running. That is a very skewed way of kind of looking at it and taking numbers and then connecting those numbers to productivity only when you haven't looked at the full body of the why. And I don't know the answers to that. That's what the front office get paid to do. But if you want to be just a ESPN analyst and say they were ranked 19th in rushing, how much were they? And obviously down by 10 points in the fourth quarter, right? There's just so much more to that than just that. And that's how come you're the resident hater. So the resident hate channels have all of these numbers lined up to eschew facts or to obfuscate nuance around a topic.
All right. So we're gonna transition into the next topic, and Carolina has established its opening answer at tackle. They have already came out and said that Rasheed Walker will be the left tackle, and Monroe Freeling will be the right tackle. So I think that is pretty much settled for now. One of its closest division competitors still has a major question at quarterback. All right. Let's examine what is happening in Atlanta and what it could mean when Carolina visits the Falcons in week 2. All right. So the halftime report is the NFC South. And Atlanta enters training camp with Michael Penix Jr. and Tua Tagovailoa expected to compete for the starting job. That competition cannot be evaluated equally until Penix receives complete medical clearance. Penix participated in individual and 7-on-7 work during the spring, but was held out of 11-on-11 periods and had not been cleared for contact. Yeah. So the facts is Penix underwent surgery after partially tearing his ACL. He started 9 games in the 2025 season, passed for 1,982 yards, 9 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. Tagovailoa joined Atlanta on a 1-year contract. Tagovailoa received substantial full team work during the offseason program. Carolina visits Atlanta in week 2 and hosts the Falcons in week 18. So, put a little context to that. These quarterbacks create different preparation challenges. Tua is at his best when operating with timing, anticipation, and defined reads. Penix possesses the stronger vertical arm and can challenge a defense downfield. If Atlanta has not settled the competition before the regular season, Carolina may have to prepare for 2 different versions of the Falcons' offense. However, the Panthers cannot assume the competition will remain unsettled through week 2. All right. So the question that I have for you guys on the panel, and Red, since you are the resident Falcons fan, you can go first. Does Atlanta's quarterback uncertainty give Carolina an early divisional advantage, or does Tua provide enough experience to stabilize the Falcons? What say you, my guy?
Can I answer both of them?
Yeah, you sure can.
So not knowing who you're going to be going against is not an advantage because it means that you have to prepare for 2 situations as opposed to focusing all your attention on one. Yes, Tua gives the Falcons an advantage starting the season, not coming off an injury like Michael Penix would be doing. But more importantly, Tua Tagovailoa better fits Tommy Rees's offensive scheme. And another point that I'd like to point out is the Carolina Panthers are historically a below 500 team. I think that's not a slight. That's fair to say. As are the Atlanta Falcons, as are the New Orleans Saints for the last, I think, at least 2-3 years. Neither of the 3 of us has put forth a record above 500. So, Tua Tagovailoa career record versus below 500 teams is, I saw this somewhere. I think they were bringing this out and they were talking about his poor record against above 500 teams. I think something like 28-8 against teams that don't have very good rosters. and 7-18 against above 500 teams. It was a glaring stratification between who he's excelled against and who he hasn't been good against. But I think that the Falcons present a better offense for a number of reasons under Tua Tagovailoa. His experience, his quick release. Now, Michael Penix has a stronger arm and can deliver the ball further down the field with more accuracy. Tua Tagovailoa does not have a strong arm. But I don't think that's a big concern for the Falcons because we don't possess any burners at the wide receiver position. So most of his passes will go to big-bodied receivers, Kyle Pitts and Drake London, namely, and then near the line of scrimmage with Zachariah and with Zacchaeus, guys like that. It's yet to be seen what we'll get out of Jahan Dotson. So that's my answer.
Okay. All right. Before you go, Will, hey, listen, we've been in here over 2 hours now. If you're enjoying the conversation, the debates, good vibe, good energy, please show support to the channel. All right. My daily goal is $25. $20 away. I would greatly appreciate it if you guys would support the channel. Scan the QR code in the top left. If you are watching on your phone, I know the QR code is there, but I can scan it just now with my phone. So yeah, you guys probably can't scan it neither, but there is a pinned link in the YouTube chat at the top of the chat to the PayPal. I greatly appreciate it if you show love. If you are watching through Carolina Armchair GM CJ's channel, you can also send a super chat through that channel. Again, $25 just my daily goal, and I'm $20 away. I would greatly appreciate if you're enjoying this content to show some love. All right, go ahead, Will.
Yeah, not sure the sub 500, above 500 thing actually matters. So I'll just put that to the side. So, but the question, does the Panthers get an early advantage, with quarterback uncertainty? The only way that it is an advantage is if right early in training camp, Penix is cleared for contact and they split reps. They start splitting reps, then it takes a longer time for the offense to gel and get rhythm and that type stuff. So that could become a sort of an advantage. But to the point of just going directly at the Penix versus Tua conversation.
Right.
Tua is a great, accurate rhythm and timing quarterback, and it probably fits that scheme well. We beat his ass last year.
Facts.
With the great wide receiving core they had, they did not have a Tyreek Hill on the field, but they was killing us with that tight end play.
I think they had. I thought they had Tyreek Hill that game.
I don't.
Didn't he score?
He didn't play.
He
Waddle and Waller.
Waller.
Okay.
Yeah. And so they killed us with that tight end. Killed us all game. I mean, he was unforgiving. He was making a whole diss track album on the field.
And he's available right now in free agency. Just throwing that out there.
Hey, listen, I don't want to talk about tight end stuff because I know that I've been wrong, and I don't want to even touch the tight end stuff because I done touched the stove and got burnt. You can bring it up. I bring up tight end stuff. People, Eternal 252 gonna be yelling at me in the chat and everything, and I'm good on that. I done got beat up enough. But anyway,
difference in Carolina.
Well, he raises the floor. He raises the ceiling of our tight end productivity room if he was there. However, however, when you start talking about the matchup, I got 8-ball and deuce out there. You better bring your A game, period. I got 8-ball and deuce out there. And we gonna see how much chipping happens on that front four. We gonna see how much chipping happen on that front four. The whole chipping conversation and edge support, because we all know that Tua, if Tua's the starter, we all know that Tua, I wouldn't say stay on his receivers, but he will hang in the pocket. So,
well, yeah, he's not a scrambling quarterback whatsoever.
Right, that's what I'm saying. He will hang in the pocket. Right, he'll hang there. And with that being said, I think our defense matches well with their offense, and if Tua and timing and rhythm offense is their scheme, Drake London gonna get respectable numbers. It's Drake London. He's gonna get respectable numbers. I'm not saying Drake London's gonna be locked down or anything like that, but what I am saying is that's not going to be all you have to do to beat us. You're going to need much more than that to beat this defense. Than Tua timing and rhythm and Drake London.
I think we have arguably the best running back in the NFL,
and we got arguably one of the top 5 linebackers in the NFL. And even when we didn't have a top 5 linebacker in the NFL, it wasn't like
I was just responding to your comment about having something else besides.
Yeah, I knew, because I was gonna go to 7, and I know we're talking about the quarterbacks, but just to provide nuance, 7 has never really cooked against us. Evero has provided a lot of particular support to him to help him understand that he playing the NFC South and he playing against the black and blue. He'll tell you that. Look at his numbers against Carolina. And that's before we got a Devin Lloyd or a Jalen Phillips. I believe that we match up well. And you could be arguably the best running back in the league. That just means that we got to provide you a little extra support.
Yeah.
So,
well, I just wanted
hold on.
Okay,
go ahead. Hold on, Red. Go ahead, Edge. What you got?
Well, hey, Red, you know how to best.
I just want to point out this is the long-winded society up on the panel today.
What you?
Oh, here we go. I'm gonna give my stuff to yes or no answers. You ain't gonna be beating me up no more.
I tried to keep mine short.
Yeah.
Hey, go ahead, Ed. Go ahead.
So, damn, I did not want to talk about quarterbacks today. I did not want to. I was sticking to the offensive line today. Damn, had to get to the quarterback. All right. So my thing is this: we know what we have as the Panthers. We know what we have with Bryce Young. We don't know what Atlanta has. We don't know. We don't know that, but we do know this: when Tua plays our defense, he's gonna have to deal with, our secondary and our front four and the linebackers. Penix, he's been there, done that. He's dealt with it. He's seen it. Could he give Tua some pointers on how to potentially beat us? He could, but is it gonna stick? We don't know, because our defense has gotten better. And the one weapon that Atlanta has is Bijan Robinson. You know what? No, I give y'all much more respect than that. Y'all have Bijan Robinson, y'all have Drake London, y'all do have Kyle Pitts. I will give you guys that. But can your offensive line hold up though, Red, against our defensive line?
Is that a
You
question?
asking Red a question?
Is that a
No,
question?
that is the question. Can your offensive line hold up against our defensive line?
Yeah. This is the best offensive line that Tua will have played behind. I think Tony will agree with that. Even with the snickering that's going on.
Don't
Now whether they'll
you
hold
put
up
that
or
line on
not,
me, Red.
whether they'll hold up or
Don't you
not,
put-
I think they'll have to play the game to see.
Okay.
But if you were to ask me, I would say yes.
Where's your right tackle ranked in the NFL? Since you like to go ranking charts and statistics, your right tackle, which is considered the left tackle with a left-handed quarterback, where is he ranked in PFF?
Did we
How
have
many?
this discussion?
How many? How many sacks?
Okay, I'll let you go and then I'm gonna answer.
How many sacks, pressures, hurries? Where's he ranked as a tackle in the? You have the stats for everything for Panthers.
Keep talking, and I'll pull it up.
Okay, I just want to find out. Your guy you got in because the other guy retired. So
keep talking, and I'm pulling it up.
So I just want to find out where he rank at, because you said they're gonna hold up, and you got stats for everything. Because I think I don't know what the number is, but I was told. Yeah, okay, all right, but I just want to make sure that we provide some confidence to your answer. Yeah.
So Edge asked a question. Did I answer your question, Ed? Now Will has given me another question. I thought it was Edge's turn and then mine, but I will do this. I will, out of respect for Will, and also just to keep the debate going and lively, I'll pull that up, and then hopefully we'll be able to talk about not Tua, not Penix, but my right tackle as the only player along my offensive line. But go ahead, Edge.
Yeah, and like I said, the main reason why I brought that up with the line is because our line is doing nothing but just getting better. You've seen it, we've all seen it. It's getting better, and and just to let you know, Pat Jones.
You missing your 2 starting tackles, and you getting better.
My
God,
you know,
my
Pat
Lord,
Jones,
and my God.
Hey, look, just to let you know, Pat Jones is coming. Pat Jones is coming back.
Hey, you talking about the defensive line?
Hold on, Edge. Let's keep the focus about the quarterback situation in Atlanta. I don't want to start talking about offensive line against offensive line, Pat Jones, and all that. That's not the subject of the discussion today, right? We're talking about the Atlanta quarterbacks, Michael Penix and Tua Tagovailoa.
Well, Tony, and let me say this quickly, Tony, please. I don't take offense.
I'm going to say, Red, go ahead and get off what you need to get off, but then let's bring it back.
Just so you know, I don't take offense to you as the host when you allow liberties for attacking old Red Swarm. Now, I will tell you, Tony, and I'm going to be 100 with you, Greek. I'm going to keep it $1. I noticed more liberty provided when they want to jump all over the place to make points against me. I don't want to sound like a victim. Actually, I like it. I like it. You know me. I wake up looking for art.
So let me just, because I don't know or understand where you're going with this, but I just clearly told Edge to bring it back, and I clearly just said to you, Red, because both of these gentlemen posed a question to you for you to go ahead and get off whatever it is that you was gonna say. I just clearly said that.
Yeah, he did.
Yes, I agree.
So hold on, Edge. So Red, go ahead and say what you need to say so we can get back on topic.
No, I'm done. That was it. I'm ready to get back on topic.
All right. So
okay.
All right. I'll as much as I don't want to bring back to the quarterback, I'll bring back to the quarterback.
Well, you don't have no choice if you're gonna be on here. So let's get back to the quarterback.
No, I got you. All
right, cool.
So with the quarterback situation that Red has, Red has to figure out. Atlanta has to figure out. Who they playing. Us, we don't have to figure out who's playing because we already know who is going to be playing that quarterback. We get that. But the real question is this: does our quarterback Bryce Young have enough to not have a slow start? That's the biggest question. That is the ultimate biggest question, because everybody knows over the last 2 years, when it comes to having slow starts, Bryce Young is the king at slow starts. We can't afford to have slow starts, because when we have slow starts, what happens at the end of the season? We're falling off. We're losing. We're squeaking in when we should have been winning. We're doing all of that. We're division champs, but we're still squeaking in. We can't afford to have slow starts this year, especially during a contract pivotal year. Because
I don't mean to cut you off, but again, we're talking about Atlanta quarterbacks. We're not talking about Bryce. Listen to me. Just listen to me. I'm gonna try this one more time. Stay on topic, or if not, I'm gonna have to put you back in the chat, and that goes for everybody. All right? Stay on topic. Go ahead, sir.
Okay. All right. Just to make it easy for you. Atlanta has to figure out their quarterback situation. We don't have to figure out quarterback situation, and that's basically
it. Right. Okay. All right. So let me ask y'all a question, and of course, Ray, you can go first again, because we are talking about your quarterback situation. Which quarterback do you think would create the more difficult matchup for Carolina?
Oh, Tua easily.
Okay.
He's more versatile quarterback. So and Tua is a more experienced quarterback. He's played at a higher level than Michael Penix. Michael Penix is still trying to figure his game out. Tua is trying to recapture his game. So those, two very different things. So without a question, Tua presents the more difficult challenge, in my mind, at least.
All right. Well, what you got?
I think that, like I said, I think that we if they're going to start splitting reps, that gives us an advantage. If they're going to just go straight with Tua and put and then allow their other quarterback to heal. I think that their offense will gel, and we're just planning against a rhythm and timing offense run by Tua and the offensive scheme that they set out by their offensive coordinator. That's just I mean that's the only thing I can see as an advantage or disadvantage, and I know it's a lot of talking on the talking heads on ESPN and all that stuff, but I really don't even think that this is a Billy Big Camp battle. I think it's going to be Tua, and I think the answer to that question is going to be pretty quick.
I agree with you on that. I agree with that. Yeah. What you got, Edge? Okay, Edge not here. Can you hear me, Edge?
Not my bad. I was talking. I was on the mute.
All right. What you got, man? Which quarterback would create the more difficult matchup for Carolina?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I probably would have to say Tua, just due to the fact that we played him less times than Penix. We just gotta. I mean, we got prepared for both. But I believe that Tua does is due to the fact that we played him less times. And that's really all it is.
I got you. Hey, shout out to J Rock Stick City for that $2 super chat. He said great content as usual. Hey, I appreciate that, my guy. Appreciate you for tapping in as well. Still Matic, I appreciate you for tapping in as well. J Live, definitely appreciate you for tapping in, even though you're a Saints fan. with all that Tyler Shuck mess. Dino Bravo, aka Square Circle. Appreciate you for tapping in, my guy. Mello the Great. Appreciate you guys for tapping in. And Pewter, appreciate you for tapping in as well. You guys hit that like button. I greatly appreciate it. Definitely hope you're enjoying the content this morning. All right.
Tony, can I ask a favor?
Yeah, go ahead, Red. What you got?
This is a question, so I don't get kicked off the panel. Can you allow me some time to provide later on? It don't have to be now to disrupt, the flow of where you were going, to be able to provide Will with the answers that he asked me to go get, because I've been pulling up PFF just to say,
Well, if you got the answers, yeah, we can do that, Red. Listen, I told you that this segment, this halftime segment was for you, talking about your Atlanta Falcons quarterback. So
you did.
We'll pose the question to you. So if you got the information, let's go ahead and answer it. Let's go ahead and address it.
Good. And so, Will, let me start off by saying that I do remember our discussions about this last year when we had to go out and bring in a tackle to fill in for or replace Caleb McGarry, who was injured. And so we brought in a tackle off of the street. At the end of the year, we still graded out as the 12th best offensive line, the best offensive line, by the way, graded out in the NFC South. But that's largely because of the other linemen along the offensive line outside of the right tackle. I will give you that the right tackle last year with Elijah Wilkinson was the weak link on our offensive line. My early perception is that Jawan Taylor starts off as the weak link along our offensive line. He is ranked, and I use PFF a lot, he is their 64th ranked offensive lineman. That is, by definition, a backup in the NFL. He is horrendous.
You talking about McGarry?
No. McGarry retired. Jawan Taylor
that's right. Okay.
Went out and got,
He's ranked 80th out of 89. He's ranked 80th out of 89.
Tony, let me pull my screen up, Tony, real quickly. I'd like to just share this.
In 2020, but not trying to beat down the date.
Hold on before you overtalk.
I'm sorry, Tony.
I don't like people to think that I'm in the habit of lying to them. So I'll just show the people so that they won't think that I'm sitting up here just shooting them the breeze. That's not what I'm about. So back to what I was saying. That's my concern with him, is that, yeah, he is going to be the weak link, at least starting out in this season. Now, I don't know if he'll stay the weak. Yeah, I don't know if he'll stay the weak link because I really trust in Bill Callahan, who I know you've heard that name, Tony. Not trying to get you to co-sign anything.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, other people may have as well. So I trust in him to get whoever is going to play on his offensive line ready. So, but for those who can see this, Tony, I don't know how to enlarge that any more than I have it on my side. But you can see, thank you, Tony. You can see Jawan Taylor right here at the bottom. As I said, 64th ranked. See rank as a column? 64th. Just as a quick side note, the guy that y'all got to replace Ickey, or I think, Ickey on the left side, is Rasheed Walker. Not that big of a difference in these two guys. So that's just, that's just that. That's where I am on that. But yeah, he had a horrendous run block grade of 43.8. His pass blocking is a little bit better when you talk about protecting a left-handed quarterback at 67.3, which is like a little bit better than average. With PFF, they use these color codes. So he's green on the pass block, but he's woefully orange right here on the run block, and his overall grade is not good at all, 53.3.
And
So,
his
yeah,
53,
Will,
hold on, his 53.3 is ranked 80th out of 89 qualifying tackles.
Where do you see that at, Will? What do you
I,
want?
what if you just go to PFF and you just, if you just go to PFF and you say overall 2025 grade, PFF grade.
just so that people know this is PFF.
I know what it is, Red. I'm looking. I'm on PFF.
So y'all looking at two different things. Reds is looking at blocking grades,
Hey,
and Will, you looking at overall grades.
The overall grade based off qualifying tackles in the NFL. PFF states that he is 80th out of 89 qualifying tackles. Run blocking grade, he is ranked 88th out of 89 qualifying tackle. Pass blocking grade, he's ranked 48th out of 89 qualifying tackle with a total number of snaps of 780 when he played for the Chiefs in 2025. That's all I'm saying is if you put Phillips on that side, with his ability to set the edge, I think we got a shot. I think that's a real good goddamn chance. That's
Tony,
all.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you can, but hold on, hold on 1 second. Hey, Edge, I'm gonna drop you off, my guy. I appreciate you being on here, so I can bring up another person. Well, there you go. So I can bring up another person on the panel. All right.
No, you good. I gotta roll out anyways. I gotta head to work, but I'll be in the chat. See y'all later, man.
Yeah,
man.
I only got like about 30 minutes myself. I mean, about 15, 20 minutes myself. I gotta get going to Audi Field for a presentation.
Yeah. Hey, what's going on, Nick? How you doing?
What y'all two arguing about? Y'all talking about who the better left tackle is?
Yeah.
No, that's not what we're talking about.
But hold on before you get started, Nick. Let me go ahead and let Red finish what he was saying. Go ahead, Red.
Just quickly, and I get Will's point, but Tony, let me ask you a question. Both phases of the offense, run and pass, right?
Yeah.
If I give you two different numbers and you want to find the average, what do you normally do when you get two numbers and you want to find the average?
You add them together and you divide it by two.
Okay, thank you. All right, moving on.
Hey, but PFF doesn't do that, Red. It's called weighted grades. Come on, man. Stop trying to mislead people. You know that. You a smart man. Don't do that.
You read and got rid of numbers.
Don't do that.
One person is telling you stuff and I'm showing you stuff for you to read.
Red. It's easily Googleable. So I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop with this. I'm just gonna
like I did.
I
spend my hard-earned money and I enjoy
listen.
And their premium package, and I shared it with the people. You stop telling the people to show them.
Red. He was anybody in the chat. If you got time, go Google that guy and look up where PFF have him ranked. That's it.
But Will, it doesn't matter.
And listen to me, Red.
They're gonna believe you anyway. I just wanted to show it because I don't like for people to call me a liar.
I didn't call you a liar.
I know you
I
did.
said that I didn't just
misleading the people.
Because when you say when you got two numbers and you divide by two to get the average, Red, you know that PFF weighs one statistic higher than the other to give you a combined average of how they would rank that particular player.
Context, right? Will.
Right. Context matters. So anyway, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for getting off topic. Let's focus back on Tua and Penix.
All right. What's going on, Nick?
I'm laughing at that. What tackle are y'all? So y'all, y'all.
No. Nick. They already had they spill. They already done with that whole tackle, this
All
and that.
right, all
So
right.
we're
I'll
gonna
leave it
get back
alone.
on yeah, we're gonna get back on topic. So I just ask you a quick question. We was talking about Michael Penix and Tua Tagovailoa for the Falcons. Which quarterback do you believe would create the more difficult matchup for Carolina?
The more difficult? I don't think either. I don't think either. These are two.
Okay,
these are both two quarterbacks. These are both two quarterbacks that we are familiar with. We played both of them last year. Played both of them last year, and I mean, at the end of the day, Tua is a spot thrower. We know that. And if you can move Tua off his mark, you can make him make mistakes. So at the end of the day, I'm really not. And Penix is still growing. I'm not 100% out on Penix. A lot of people are saying that he's trash and all that kind of stuff. I don't agree with that. I just think Penix needs some time to evolve his game to the NFL. That's all I believe. But I don't think either one. I mean, if I would have to pick, I'm going to probably pick Tua. Tua has a little bit more experience. Tua has more experience in Tua. Just like I said, if you give Tua the opportunity to throw to a spot, which is what he usually does with those. That's why all those yards that he got in that 1 year, he threw the ball to where he knew Tyreek and Waddle were going to be at, and they got there, and that was all they wrote. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna say so
basically
Tua,
you're saying he don't have those speed demons. He don't have those speed demons in Atlanta that he had in Miami.
Yeah, and he's gonna have to learn to, because I think he's going to have to adjust his throwing because of how fast. Y'all remember how fast he was getting the ball out of his hand because of the speed demons he had. He ain't got that. He ain't got that. So I think it's going to be hopefully it is a learning curve that they have taken care of during the off season. But I do believe that it's going to be a big difference for him when you got to throw to somebody who is way slower than the guys you have been throwing to.
That's a good point. That there is going to be some adjustment there, but I'm not saying that he can or can't do it, but I do believe there's going to be some adjustments when you're talking about coming from those two speed demons to the receivers that you have now. Now Zachariah Branch is no slouch. I love Zachariah Branch when he was at USC and when he was at Georgia. So yeah, I definitely know what that speed demon can do. Yeah, he's no slouch. So we're gonna transition back to Carolina. All right. Atlanta must determine which quarterback gives this offense the best chance to function. Carolina must determine whether its new tackles allow its own offense to function normally. The first half evaluated
even the running back
to start. The first half evaluated the decision to start Walker and Freeling. The second half establishes the evidence we need before calling Carolina's depth dependable. All right. So let me just throw my banner up there. The second half is the proof. All right. Carolina signed Walker and drafted Freeling before the full extent of Moton's medical situation became public. Instead of searching for an emergency option after camp began, the Panthers have already had an experienced tackle, a premium rookie, and a versatile reserve in Christensen. That proves the front office prepared for uncertainty. It does not prove the replacements can perform. Carolina does not need Walker and Freeling to become Ickey or Taylor Moton immediately. It needs them to execute well enough for the unit and the offense to continue functioning. All right. So this slide that I got right here is my 6 proof points. All right. 6 camp proof points. And we can start with number 1. Let me remove this so you guys can fully read it.
Hey Tony, I hate to do this, man. I hate to cut you up, man. I got to drop. I got a work call came up. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Hey, Will, if
you
talking
good,
to your brother, we'll catch you next time.
All right. Sorry about that. I really wanted this topic. I was waiting on this topic too. All right. Later.
All right, no problem.
Later.
All right, later. All right, so the independent protection. I asked you guys, and Nick, you can go first. Can Walker and Freeling handle normal protection assignments without constant help?
I think they will be okay. I mean, obviously we all know that Walker is no jump off the page left tackle, and Freeling's a rookie, so we don't know 100% what we're going to be getting in the NFL. I'm gonna say that again, in the NFL, we don't know 100% or good. A lot of people are skeptical about him going from one side to the other, but he played the right side as well. So I think they'll be okay. I think that they can be serviceable. And I'm going to be 100% honest. I think if he becomes more than just serviceable at the right side, Moton might have lost his job.
Okay. All right, Red, what you got? What you think?
As it relates to independent protection, I asked this question last night of Poppin, and I want to ask it to y'all to help me with my answer.
Well, no. Can you answer the question first?
Yeah. Okay, all right. I'll do it backwards then. I think that it is as much as we just talked about the uncertainty that the Falcons have at quarterback. I think that there's a good deal of uncertainty for the Panthers at their tackle positions. More so stabilized with an average, as I just showed, Rasheed Walker, and a complete unknown with the rookie starting at your right tackle. So that's my take on that. Now, Tony, my question is in line with the tape that I just gave you. So no tricks, no sleight of hand. If you were to have these 5 offensive tackles fully healthy, and again, this is not a trick question, Nick. These 5 offensive tackles fully healthy. I think it's Moton, Ickey, Rasheed Walker, Monroe Freeling, and who's the other guy?
Stone Forsythe?
No, I know I wouldn't even embarrass y'all with that. I think he said, what's the guy who has played every position?
Brady Christensen.
Okay, Christensen. If you had those 5, who's your starters? Who's your primary backups? And then who is 5th in your pecking order?
Oh, well, for me, that's easy. If I had to go on my starting 2, I would go with Monroe Freeling at left tackle and Taylor Moton at right tackle. That's if he was healthy.
That's what Poppin said too.
Okay.
Fully healthy.
Backups,
you put him over. Yeah. You put him over Ickey right now today.
Yes, absolutely. Because I think he's a much better pass protector than Ickey right now today.
On the left side,
Ickey. Yeah, on the left side. If Ickey was healthy right now, yes, I would take Monroe Freeling over Ickey. Full stop. Okay. The backups, I would have Rasheed Walker.
My bad. Yep.
No, the backups, I would have Rasheed Walker and Brady Christensen. And Ickey would be the 5th.
Okay. Now, which side you starting Rasheed Walker on?
Well, since he's a backup, you look at the backup as swing tackles, but he probably would primarily back up the left tackle. Since that's his natural position, he's only played left tackle in the league. Brady Christensen has played both, so you could use him on the right side to be a backup to Timo and Ickey. Yeah, Ickey will be the backup to whatever guard gets hurt, because I think his eventual role down his eventual role with the team down the road will be at guard, not at tackle. Now that's just my opinion.
Oh no. And Poppin said the same thing, to his credit and to your credit, for the way that y'all see it. They said it the same. He said it the same way. And I'm curious to hear you say that, because he didn't give me sides. He didn't say Freeling left or right side as you did. But wow, now and with the respect that I have for you and knowing the trenches, past the trenches, I don't know why they put him on the right side. But yeah, Nick.
Well, you talking about Monroe Freeling?
Yeah.
You talking about right now?
I mean, they need your best left tackle on your team. You just clearly said he is your number one choice for a left tackle.
For me, yes. But clearly that's not that's
but
not what the Panthers think. Hold on, Nick.
Yeah, but no. But
that's not what hold on 1 second, Nick. But that's clearly not what the Panthers think. That, like I said, that's my opinion. If it was me and I had to make the decision, yes. And again, this is talking about if Timo is healthy. He's not healthy right now. If Timo was healthy,
that's my question.
If Timo was healthy, I would start Timo at his natural right tackle spot and Monroe Freeling at the left. So the initial talk was that Monroe Freeling and Rasheed Walker was going to be a battle in camp for the left tackle position. Given that Taylor Moton is going to be out with a lung injury, don't know how long he's going to miss. That was a great opportunity to move Monroe Freeling to the right tackle position, which he has played in college. Now, his last 18 games was at left tackle, but his first 2 years at Georgia, he has played some right tackle. Rasheed Walker has never played right tackle, so it makes kind of sense that you would move Monroe Freeling over there. So that camp battle that people were thinking or that I was thinking was going to happen at the left tackle position, that's null and void now. That's already been decided. Dan Morgan said that yesterday. Go ahead, Nick.
You didn't say it at all. I wanted to say the same thing. You use the hypothetical in saying Timo's healthy. Timo's healthy. Yeah. Obviously, we put Monroe Freeling on the. I'm gonna be 100% honest. Currently, I believe if everything works out, which I know that there's a high percentage that things work out for linemen in the first round, coming out the first round. So if everything works out, I actually think Monroe Freeling might be our best tackle on the team currently. That's just my opinion. I understand what we got in Timo. Timo has had some injury issues over the last 3 to 4 years. And at the end of the day, he's getting older. So at some point, it's going to happen that we're going to have to replace him.
Yeah. So shout out Roadmaster real quick. He said they announced that, or are you speculating? Yes, sir. If you watched the press conference yesterday, Dan Morgan was asked about the tackle positions, and he clearly stated that Rasheed Walker would be the left tackle, Monroe Freeling would be the right tackle going into camp. So yes, they have announced that, and there's no speculation in what I'm saying. Go ahead, Nick.
Yep, they definitely said that. He said that Monroe. Even if he didn't announce it, that's obviously. I said it the day before. That's the only choice. With Timo,
I don't do good with speculations. That's not what I do. So I just had to let him know that if I said it, I heard it, and there was confirmation on that.
Yeah. I understand that. I mean, you could do. I did the minimum amount of research.
Talking about Moton.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Are we? Did they announce what? They announced that Taylor Moton has a blood clot in his lung, and already said that he's going to miss substantial enough time in the preseason. And while he is, trying to get back healthy, that he was going to be mentoring Monroe Freeling on the right side.
Hey, Tony.
Yeah, the answer. Go ahead.
I think that's Roadmaster. And what he's saying is him and Ray Shack was having a side discussion about T. Moton missing time and how much time he'll miss.
Oh, well, I apologize if that's the case.
Yeah. I only butted in just to sort of say, I know you got a lot going on and you're trying to observe the chat too. But listen, Tony, I had the benefit of scrolling back up to see what they were texting back and forth. So
okay. Yeah. All right, no problem. Yeah. Go ahead, Nick. Finish your thought.
I mean,
yes, sir.
Yeah, I understand Red's thinking that we have. I think that we have enough continuity on the line to help these guys get to where we need them to be right now. And I mean, at the end of the day, I think Monroe Freeling at the right side is going to have our best guard right next to him. So I think we're good. We're good there.
Okay.
And I think, and go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. My fault. No, you
Yeah.
go ahead. I thought you was done. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I think that Hunt is, as long as Hunt is healthy, Hunt is a great guard also. So I think that we have enough on the interior to help supplement the fact that these guys are going to have to catch up to where they were at continuity wise. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. All right. Well, Nick, I'm gonna come. Three positions in this opening combination differ from Carolina's intended long-term starting five. So the communication could matter as much as individual talent. So Nick, I'm gonna come to you with this question: can Walker, Lewis, Fortner, Hunt, and Freeling recognize pressure movement together? Now I know that's kind of rhetorical because we don't know yet, but if you had to guess, do you think they'll be able to recognize pressure movement together?
I think we'll be okay, because I mean, a lot of people think that we're going to see that Freeland's going to see these crazy defensive fronts and all that kind of stuff like that. I think we're going to be okay, because I think that I think that the two guards will help anchor this offensive line until the other three pieces catch up. Because I'm not, because I believe if you give the tackles the opportunity to say that, okay, you just need to focus on this guy who's going to try to get around the edge on you, I think we'll be okay. Because I don't think there'll be a lot of, I mean, and obviously we'll bring the tight ends in there to help chip and all that kind of stuff too. So I think that they have the time to gel and get their processes down and their communication down. Because that's all what is on, is communication. Because if you can get the communication together, you in this line can move as one singular unit. Everything is good. Everything will work. And I think, and I think we have one of the best offensive line coaches in the NFL. I'm just saying. This is my opinion.
Gotcha. Red, what you got?
I could have misheard Nick earlier, but I do remember the term he used, continuity, previously. And Nick, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you were saying that you think that y'all start out with continuity.
No, I'm saying that we have two pieces that are the continuity pieces on the line, and I think that they will be able to chain the other three together at the beginning.
Make it a connected tissue, like.
Yes, I think they're going to have to get up to speed. The other three are going to have to get up to speed. But I think that the two that we have are good enough to help supplement this line from the start. That's what I'm saying.
So when you talk about offensive freedom, I don't think there's any offensive freedom whatsoever on your offensive line to just play free for their position. Nick himself just illustrated the job that your two guards are going to have to try to pull in two brand new tackles alongside them and a center in between them in the middle. So that's outside, middle, outside, that you're starting new players this year. How quickly, if at any point, they'll be able to establish a rapport and continuity, which is so critical for offensive lines, is up in the air. You might feel differently. You might feel that it's already there. It'll be there by the end of training camp, that it's not that big of an issue. But I don't think that it allows your two guards any freedom whatsoever to just play protection up the middle. I think that they are naturally going to have to be concerned with being a connected tissue between the outsides and the center. which is always key for offensive linemen. But so that nobody thinks that I'm saying something that's just way off, if you think that it doesn't take a higher level of importance when you have those brand new pieces out there, then, I mean, I know you don't like the sound of Red Storm's voice, but, you know, let that be settled in your own heart. But don't mistake me for not saying it.
Okay.
Ain't nobody taking.
Hold on, Nick. So Red, now that you're done, my question was not Nick's question, but my question was: can Walker, Lewis, Fortner, Hunt, and Freeling recognize pressure movement together?
No, because I think that that it's going to be a period of time before they learn to trust who. Hold on a second. Let me go back to your question. Can they recognize pressure movement together? I would say no for the same reason. I think that takes a degree of communication along there, even if it's nonverbal communication, to know how your fellow lineman is moving, how they're leaning, what they got, so that you can focus on something else. I think it's the same question in a sense, Tony, maybe approaching it differently. So my answer would be no. And for most of these, my answer is probably going to be no, because I think y'all are just, generally speaking, in trouble on the offensive line.
Okay. So number 3 is the offensive freedom. All right. The most revealing evidence may not be an individual win or loss. It may be what Carolina feels comfortable calling. So the question, Nick, you can go first again. Can Ickey retain the complete passing and running game menu?
I think so. I'm gonna say that because what Red don't forget is teams is going to attack us to the outside. Why would you attack us to the strength of our offense? That don't make no our offensive line. That don't make no sense. So teams are going to test those tackles on the outside. They're going to line up in wide and make them do their jobs. It don't behoove too many people to spin to the inside where Robert Hunt and Damian Lewis are at. If you ain't realized, Robert Hunt has disrespected almost every defensive tackle in the NFL, to include Big Grizzly.
You did give him the business in that game.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, teams are going to attack us to the outside. So do I think that they're going to have to keep to the same menu? We're going to see a lot of running in between the tackles and the guards. And then we'll still see some throws to the outside and all that kind of stuff. I think at the end of the day, I believe, just like I said a few minutes ago, I believe we have a really, really, really good offensive line coach. And I think he will get these guys up to speed. I'm not going to say it's going to be perfect, because you are correct, Red. You have to learn how somebody's body movements are to tell which way they're going to go, so that you know what you need to do and all that kind of stuff like that. Those things are going to have to come together as they go along. But at the end of the day, I do believe at the beginning of the season, we're still going to do what we need to do to win games. And these guys will catch up as they go along.
What you got, Red? Or you already answered the question?
Yeah. They started behind.
Okay. All right. So number 4 on there is Freeling's correction speed. All right. Every rookie tackle will lose repetitions. The meaningful evaluation is whether Freeling understands why he lost, changes his technique, and performs better when the defense attacks him the same way again. So, Nick, question goes to you. Does Freeling correct mistakes, or does the same problem remain? Do you have faith that he will correct the mistakes, or will the same problem remain?
I think that
worded that way.
I have faith that he will be able to correct his mistakes quickly. One thing that he does have at his benefit is that regardless of whether Jalen Phillips gets home all the time, Jalen Phillips is a tough person to have to stop. So I think with the connection with him and Jalen Phillips, and if you look at the plethora of edge rushers that we're going to have to face, a lot of these guys are speed guys. And I'm going to say I think he has the advantage over the guys who are going to be the power guys because I don't think he lets dudes get to his body very often. So I think we'll be okay. I think he will correct the mistakes that he's going to have against speed rushers, and I think that having to go up against somebody who has an extremely high pressure rate from day one in camp, I think he's going to be perfectly fine. He'll correct those mistakes. Jalen Phillips will tell him what he sees and what he could do better, and I think we'll be okay.
Okay. Red, same answer, no?
Greek is hard for me to even give the appearance that I want to take a shot at a former Georgia Bulldog. This hurts me.
I know it's hard for you to. I know it's hard for you to down him because he owned the Carolina Panthers. I know it's hard for you.
Well, I mean, not really because I understand the NFL. I had a conversation with some Saints fans about Harold Perkins Jr. And when he got drafted, he was, with his family, and he said he ain't a Saints fan no more. So I don't take it personal, nor should anybody who was a fan of a guy in high school when he goes to a college that's a rival to the college that you love. Don't take it personal when a college guy gets drafted by a team to go live his dream out of playing in the NFL when he goes to your hated rival. I mean, it's the business, and I'm glad for Monroe.
You don't hate us. You don't hate us. You don't.
Yes, I do.
You hate.
No. Hold on.
So no. We ain't about to do that. So number 5 is the contingency depth. All right.
Yes.
Starting plan.
But I think that Freeling that Freeling is very smart, Tony. So
I had already started, my guy.
Okay, my bad.
A starting plan is not the same as a complete depth plan. The Panthers must identify who protects the offense if Walker or Freeling becomes available. So, Nick, this question is to you. What happens if Carolina loses another offensive lineman?
Hey, you called this about a week ago at this point. Brady Christensen, even though he is injury prone, can play all 5 positions. So I think we'll be okay. I mean, the unfortunate thing that I'm gonna say, and this makes me sick at the stomach just to say this, Stone Forsythe might make the roster because of these injuries.
God damn. God. Oh, you done triggered me already.
Makes me sick in my stomach to even say that, but yes, he might make the roster, and I'm just gonna say I'm praying the sweet baby Jesus right now. Please don't let any more offensive linemen go down.
Red, what you got, Red?
So it was problematic last year when we lost Caleb McGarry in the preseason, and then we lost Storm Norton, who was his backup in the preseason. And so I think I kind of feel where Nicky is right now. What I don't understand is Panthers fans who act like, no big deal. Even if you say that you feel confident with the guys who are replacing your 2 starting long-term tackles, Taylor Moton and Ickey Ekwonu, if you're comfortable with the guys who are replacing them, that still pushes you further down in what's behind backups, right? So you're right. The ice becomes thinner over there. And but I'll say this so that it's all not negative what I say. There's still a full off season to go. There will be players who are cut loose from other teams and some free agents that'll still be hanging out there. So it's not like this is the rest week. Yeah, the rest week before the week when the season starts.
Yep.
So there's time. But I would say when you're already playing backups, you're on thin ice.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's E-Rock 336. Watch this. He said, Tony, does Freeling now have almost the same expectations as a Will Campbell for New England last year? I wouldn't say the same expectations because there's more of a premium playing left tackle than it is right tackle because you are protecting the quarterback blind side majority of the time in NFL. For the fact that he's not starting on the left side, I would say there's a little bit pressure, but that doesn't mean he don't have to perform at the right tackle position because honestly, I don't think we can afford him not to be able to perform or perform up to our standards or what we're hoping to get from him. So by him being a first round pick, 19th pick overall, especially for me, because I was beating the drum for him since January. And that's coming off of watching 4 games, game tape of him, and talking to CJ about it. I've been talking about Monroe Freeling ever since the middle of January, end of January, somewhere around that time. So yeah, for me, yeah, he definitely got to show improve. I hope he improves. I hope he does a lot better than what people may want to give him credit for or even think he will do. I hope he shock a lot of people. That's my hope for him. So Rollmaster said, what I'm saying is you played like you practice. Get your out there in that weather. Oh, I think him and Ray Shaw still talking about it. It's raining in Charlotte, from my understanding. All right. So my last proof point is the veteran reintegration. All right. When a veteran is medically clear, the Panthers must balance individual talent with continuity. The decision should not be based on, the decision should be based on health, development, and performance, not draft status or reputation alone. So again, Nick, I'll go to you. Can Carolina return Ickey and Taylor Moton without disrupting the entire unit? What would that look like?
I do believe they can return Ickey. I do believe they can return Ickey. A lot of people are not really privy on the injury. I mean, not the injury, the illness that Taylor Moton has. It can kill you. One of the fastest way to kill you. So I don't know how long it's going to take for him to come back. If we even look at the fact that we had DJ Wanham had blood clots in his legs, and we didn't see him till more than halfway through the season. It was more than halfway through the season, right before he came back, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah. I believe it was. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're talking about a illness right now that is worse than having blood clots in it. They're still both bad because both of them can travel to your heart and can kill you. But where these blood clots are located in Taylor Moton it could kill you in itself also. So
they're close proximity to his heart.
Yeah. So I'm going to say that I do believe we'll be fine, because I actually do believe that I believe Ickey is a better tackle than Rasheed Walker. This is my opinion.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is my opinion. But don't shoot the messenger.
Go ahead. I put it back in the holster. I swear I put it back in the holster.
I just don't know that the timing for it will be with Moton. I don't know if Moton will be ready in time to not have given Monroe Freeling time to adjust to the NFL and to maybe be playing at a higher level than he has been playing in years. I mean, at the end of the day, we do remember the Moton of 6 years ago that nobody could get around. We do remember that, and we do know that has slowed down because of the age, and that's not wrong. I mean, Father Time is undefeated, but I think we can get Ickey back in there. But I just don't know. I mean, and Rasheed Walker might up his game this year. Rasheed Walker is actually playing for a contract. So at the end of the day, realistically, they could both come back healthy, and neither one of them get back in.
Okay. Red Swarm, what you got?
Yeah, I don't think it'll take Moton really any time to get back in there, lock in at his position alongside the guard. Who's y'all's guard on his side?
Damon
Lewis.
Damon Lewis.
It shouldn't take him any time. They're familiar with each other. That could happen as quickly as a week, I would say, with as long as they both been in the NFL and the time that they had together aside each other. What didn't Taylor Moton miss some time last year too?
They are back. Is back.
Like one or two games, something.
Okay, so it was nothing. That was nothing.
Yeah, it was
so they pretty much played the whole season beside each other.
Yeah.
I would say that'll be a quick, transition for him to get reintegrated back into there. I think Nick raised a good point, as well as you, Tony. That might be why they put the rookie over there on the right side, is because they expect that Moton will be back, relatively quickly. And the absence of Ickey is going to be lengthier. So maybe their plan was to have Walker just, settle in at the left tackle and give your rookie more time to develop, knowing that Taylor Moton would be back relatively quickly.
You think so, Red?
I don't know. I don't know. Like,
I know. I mean,
y'all team like that, but I think that it begs at least the thought on that. It makes sense to me.
Red, I'm gonna say this, and no, not with y'all like this. It ain't nothing to tell you. The only reason they put the rookie over there is because the rookie is the only one who has played right tackle. The only one out of the two tackles, he's the only one who has played right tackle at all. I think I saw Rasheed Walker has been on the right side one time in college. One time. So at the end of the day, this kid has played multiple snaps at the right tackle. So you would prefer to take the one who has more experience and put him over there rather than putting the one who has, and in the NFL has zero experience at that.
I see what you're saying. So I think my point made was a valid one. I get that you don't agree with it, but I also don't think that you can say that's the only, meaning one, singular, none other. I don't think that you're at liberty no more than I am, just guessing, spitballing, to say that's the only reason. Now, what will signify for me that maybe you are correct and that he is your strongest option at right tackle is if when Taylor Moton is ready to return, they put him on the left side and push Walker back as opposed to replacing the rookie on his natural side.
Oh, no, they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that.
We'll see. We'll see.
If they decide they want to take Rasheed Walker out in the middle of the season, that means that Taylor Moton's going back to the right, and they're going to move Freeling back to the left because they don't trust Rasheed Walker. That's literally.
Well, as you said, that's the only reason. And since he's such a good right tackle, we'll see if they let him over Moton when Moton is ready to return. We'll see.
No, I wouldn't say it like that. I'm just saying because he has having blood clots is something extremely serious, and I don't think it's going to be a week. I don't think it's going to be a week like you said.
Who said a week? I didn't hear nobody say a week.
I don't think he's going to come back as fast as you think he is. Now, if they decided to reintegrate him, yes, I do believe that obviously him and would get back together quickly. But at the end of the day, I just don't think it's going to be that quickly. And I think it may be a length long enough that they might not want to put Taylor Moton back in there.
Yeah. He's definitely gonna miss some time. Not, of course, we don't know exactly how much time, but his condition is very, very serious, and that's something that you don't want to play with. And right now, he's on blood thinners. Like, you don't want the risk of him bumping into something, falling, or dropping a weight or something on his toe. Like he got to be extremely careful. And then you talking about getting back into football shape once he is clear. So you talking about at least half the season, or it may be a good opportunity. It may be a good chance if Monroe Freeling is playing like I hope he is, like I hope he will. You may not need Taylor Moton to come back. And let's not forget, what his salary cap figure will be going into next year. He can very well be a salary cap casualty for the Panthers. So if Monroe Freeling steps up in that right tackle position and show Dave and Dan and Brent Tillis and those guys that he's the answer, they gonna go with the cheaper option.
Yeah, that's all I was saying too, Tony. That's all. That is 100% what I'm pointing out is the fact that being on blood thinners, having to kind of take it easy, not putting yourself in risky situations, and then having a guy who out there who could possibly step up and show that you are expendable.
And Nick fashions himself, Tony, as a salary cap guru. And I think that he would probably agree that y'all gonna have to create some cap space somewhere, somehow.
Oh, we're gonna have some players are gonna have to go next year. Some players are gonna have to go. You can't pay everybody.
There's some things that's going to be that needs to be made. That's going to be made. And I listen with Brent Tillis behind the helm. I believe in him wholeheartardly. So I'm pretty sure those guys have a plan. They already know what to expect. They probably already have a jump on who they want to keep and who they're going to let go. So I don't have no doubt when it comes to that. I don't try to even really think about it until it's time to think about it. So, but yeah, definitely some decisions will have to be made. All right. So that was the end of my 6-point proof point. All right. So the main debate for the second half is, did Carolina offseason tackle investment create dependable depth or merely a better temporary plan? Ray, you go ahead and go first on this one.
Woo! Well, this might seem strange coming from me, but so now, did you say merely depth or a better temporary plan? Was that your question?
Nope. The question was, did Carolina offseason tackle investment create dependable depth or merely a better temporary plan?
Dependable depth. No question about it. No question about it. It gives y'all options. If Walker and Freeling show that they're not quite ready to be the starters, they're definitely can be viewed as and used as dependable depth. From a veteran tackle and Walker to a developing tackle in Freeling. And he is much more than that. Let me go on to say that now. But I'm saying in worst case scenario, if that's what they prove to be. And you have to rely on Ekwonu and Taylor Moton when they come back long term. Y'all already know what they can be. And then if in the worst case scenario, you have the rookie out of Georgia and the other guy as depth, how can that not be a good investment? So I think that y'all absolutely created dependable depth. And even more than that, I mean, it does seem like maybe Dan Morgan. Well, no, I don't think that. No, when the draft was held, no, they didn't know that. So you can't give him that sort of thing. But I mean, no matter how you look at it, it makes y'all selection of Monroe look more and more and more like the best choice that y'all could have made with the first round pick. And this is just me being a real football talker. Fuck hating on a division opponent. I do have the ability to keep it 100. And that shit is just starting to look more and more and more like the right move that y'all made. It is what it is.
All right. Real quick, before I'm gonna go to T-Code, before I bring him up real quick. Hey, we've been here over 3 hours yet. My daily goal is $25. I'm like $18 away. Hey, show support for the content that I bring to you each and every morning. I would greatly appreciate it. QR code in the top right. Scan that QR code. Give whatever your heart leading you to give. There's also a pinned comment in the YouTube comment section that's pinned at the top for my PayPal. If you're watching the stream, which I know majority of you are through Carolina Armchair GM CJ stream, you can also send a super chat. All right, you can also send a super chat. There's like 10 people watching through my stream, and I know I have more subscribers than that. So evidently, people haven't subscribed that I need to subscribe. So again, if you haven't subscribed to Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk, go ahead over and subscribe to that channel as well. There's a total of about 63 people watching between the two channels. If you have not subscribed to Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk, just go ahead and on over to Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk, subscribe, hit the post notification bell, select all, so you'll be made aware when I do go live. It's Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Eastern Time. I would greatly appreciate that, you guys. Tico, what's happening?
Yo, what's going on, fellas? What's happening?
What's going on, man?
T-Sizzle.
Talking a little football on day one of training camp.
Yeah, man, we here now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are definitely here. You coming in right towards the end, but I'm going to go ahead and ask you this question. The Carolina offseason tackle investment create dependable depth or merely a better temporary plan? What say you, my friend?
I'm gonna say yes with the addition of Christians and kind of made it a little bit better. As far as the interior is concerned, because I was a little bit concerned about, the interior's backup, where the two guards to be more specific. Until we got Brady, but yeah, man, I think despite how sexy the pick was, I feel like the organization had, their thumb on the right button as far as what this organization needed and the position that we were in as far as the offensive line is concerned. With Walker, being a stopgap, not knowing exactly, and as far as the money is concerned, and with the uncertainty of Moton and at that time, and as well as Ickey's uncertainty. So yeah, man, I think that was a some good self-awareness, evaluation that we did on our part as far as the organization, and just to pick up on I think, an earlier conversation about Moton being unfortunate. And
Right.
that's like Red was saying, to say it don't matter at all will, you know, being a disservice to what Moton has provided for us over the last few years. Freeling, I mean, he's a first round pick. He has all the athletic ability, all the tools. He's younger, stronger, probably, you know, a little bit more athletic, taller. It's going to be in between the ears for him, and how quick he can adjust to the games and the twist and the stunts and the wide nines and, you know, the corner blitzes, nickel blitzes and stuff like that. But one thing I can say, he got Big 50 right beside him. Just like Lewis had, you know, your boy Walker gonna have Lewis beside him. And I don't want people to talk about Walker like he just came from out of college, like he ain't play a full season, like he ain't just protect, you know what I'm saying, Love. Like, you know, so yeah, like, let's not talk about Walker like he just some Rudy poop. You know what I'm saying? He has, you know, he got quality games under his belt, playoff games under his belt, you know what I'm saying? And a totally better pass blocker than Ickey was off the rip. So what he gonna do here is yet to be seen. And shit. Yeah, I think that's where we are. I know for a fact that Luke Fortner is smart. He's like a damn rocket scientist or something like that. So that's gonna help with the communications. I can't say how it's gonna help with his ability. But I know knowing what to do and knowing, you know, how to get people in line is a good quality. And
he should be a quick study with the offense.
Right. And it seemed like his trajectory is going up versus when he first got to Jacksonville. I don't know what happened over there, but he played pretty good for the Saints last year. We got the young boy behind him. So I think that Ickey and Moton come back. You don't know which one gonna be healthy, which one gonna come back. If both of them gonna come back, I don't even think I'm ready to go there yet, bro. We're across, you know what I'm saying? I feel like either way, if either one of them healthy, it's a good thing for us because we're gonna have a hellified swing or somebody gonna get traded or it's assets at the end of the day. We have assets. So that's where I'm at with it.
All right, what you got, Nick?
I think the insight for them was very great. I mean, I think that a lot of us was hoping. I mean, maybe you weren't hoping that, Tony, but I think a lot of us was hoping they took a defensive player. I know that T. Cole was hoping that. I know that T. Cole was hoping they took the same player that I wanted them to take. But that did not happen, and they took Monroe Freeling. And now it actually, with what's going on right now, it looks ingenious to me. I think that they did the right thing at this point. Now, I mean, we can't. At the end of the day, everything starts at the offensive line. If the offensive line is in shambles, you can't get anything done. So at the end of the day, they made the right choice. I think that this was a extremely smart choice, and just like Tico was saying a few seconds ago, is like if both of them come back healthy, if both Ickey and Wichita come back healthy, I think that all that does is add really good depth for us, and it puts us in a place that we don't have to worry about the offensive line anymore, at least for this year. And then maybe it gives us an opportunity to say that okay, maybe we don't just cut Moton. Maybe we send him to somewhere else, and we get maybe a fourth, fifth round pick for him, or something like that. I mean, because these are assets. I don't know, and maybe Rasheed. Well, I mean, maybe Rasheed Walker earns a contract somewhere else, and we keep Ickey. Who knows how it's going to turn out, man? But but in the way that things have turned out. And you calling the Brady Christensen coming back now, I do feel like we have added the proper depth that we need. Because I do believe last year we went into the season with nine linemen on the active roster?
Returning lineman. Yeah.
Huh? I'm talking
nine.
I'm talking on the 53. Once we got down to 53, I think it was 9 active linemen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And all of them had played with us the previous year too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's facts.
So I think that we will be okay because I think that the investment to the offensive line over the last 3 years has put us in a place that we can survive these injuries that we're getting right now.
Mm-hmm. Right. We got Walker to replace Josh Neiman, and we got Fortner to replace K. Mays. And you see what I'm saying? If you can look at it like that, then we drafted. You can look at it like we drafted Moton's replacement, and Ickey is TBD.
Yeah, yeah.
See, he might can slide in the guard when Big 50 leaves.
Who? Monroe?
Ickey.
Oh, Ickey. Yeah. I said that earlier.
If we sign Walker, if Walker end up earning another contract here, he don't want to leave and somebody don't give him that bag, then Ickey gonna have to find somewhere to play. Or like you said, like it's so many scenarios. We might move Monroe back to, the franchise back to the left and put Ickey on the right. And then Walker be the swing tackle and let somebody offer him the bag. Depends on what he do. So I think the future for me is Ickey and that damn Monroe.
Okay. All right. So you still believe in Ickey at tackle?
I don't like his pass blocking, bro. I don't like his pass blocking at all. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Yeah, exactly.
Pico, it got better though. Pico, it got better though.
And when
it got better last year.
I think I feel about Ickey like 336 feel about Bryce.
Somebody knocked Nick head off with that comment.
Hey, it got better. It got better last year. I mean, it ain't great. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold you there. It ain't great.
You heard what I said there. I think I feel about him like 336 feel about Bryce. That should tell you everything you need to know.
Man, don't do poor Ickey Ekwonu like that.
Yeah. Hey, Nick, if you ask my wife, she probably worse than what 336 feel about Bryce. That wouldn't get her started on Ickey.
That nigga got like 5 false starts in a row. Like, come on now.
Hey, look. Listen, the man got. Hold on. I gotta look at these numbers. Let me look at these numbers, man. Let me look at these numbers.
I don't care about you looking at the numbers. We talking about tape.
Dang, he had
what we see with our own eyes on the field.
Dang, I didn't know he had 7 penalties.
Man, go. Hey, Nick. Hey, I'm about to get out of here, man, before Nick piss me off. Hey, y'all do me a favor, man. Hey, look, we've been here almost 3.5 hours, man. Support the channel. I ain't even reached my little daily goal of $25, man. I'm kind of hurt behind that. But yeah, the QR code's in the top right.
I'm hurt too, Tony. I'm hurt too.
The link is pinned in the YouTube chat. So yeah, I'll greatly appreciate it. And if I need to, let me put it right here. And nope, that's not it. Dumb me.
I don't know who they think and everybody know Panthers fans got money. What's the deal, man?
Huh?
I'm telling them. I'm finna raise hell, man. I don't like it. I don't like it. The man been kind as he can be. He ain't put no weapon. See how I did that, Tony? To nobody's head. You know what I'm saying?
I put the link in the chat on StreamYard.
No way.
So you guys can click the link if you don't mind. I would greatly appreciate it. What you say, Red?
Hey, like my boy on ATL, I'm so disappointed. You're so disappointed.
Yeah. All right. So Carolina has passed the preparation test. The Panthers saw the possibility of adversity and built a plan before training camp began. Now the performance test starts. A name can fill a position on the depth chart. Dependable depth allows the entire unit to continue functioning. Walker and Freeling had the first opportunity to prove that Carolina's preparation can become production. Today, they take the field. Tomorrow, we begin evaluating the evidence. All right. Hey, thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for the panel. Red Swarm, appreciate you for
Thank you for
being
having
here.
me. Yes, sir.
Nick,
Thank you.
Prowling Veteran, T. Cole, Ray
Likewise, likewise.
Tip Drill Will, Poppin, everybody that was on the panel today. Hey, I greatly appreciate you. Thank you guys for coming up here, chopping it up with your boy. Yeah. So thanks for tuning in. I hope everyone enjoyed the show. If you did, share it with a friend or a family member. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button on your way out. If you want more content, consider becoming a member on Patreon. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Check the YouTube description for all my social media links. All right. I'll catch you next time. And keep out.